wow, we're back already? Where'd that night go?
Woo!
My goodness, weren't we just here? Back at it. It's JKJ, Denver's Mix 100, broadcasting live on YouTube. If you'd like to check us out, just search Mix 100 Denver on there, and boom, you're right there in the studios with us because we are live and local, broadcasting out of Lone Tree. It's all brought to you by our good friends at Safeway. Jam-packed show again today. We're going to have a very fun edition of Fast Five coming up at 7:30. We've got a Show Wants to Know dilemma at 8 o'clock having to do with contributing money to a honeymoon, and that money went missing. It's a pretty juicy story. We'll be doing that at 8 o'clock today. What's up, cowboys and cowgirls? How are you?
What's
going on there?
I was trying to think, what's up?
I know.
Bull?
What's up, Tex?
I don't know why I
Tech?
can never
Yeah.
respond. Like
You
I'm
don't
always
need to.
like,
You don't have to.
I want to though.
You don't have to. It'll be
Like,
fine.
What's up, brother?
Tell you
I
what,
know.
guys, I was able to get out and get some vitamin D yesterday. Some nice sunshine. Beautiful day yesterday.
so nice.
Oh my gosh.
Loaded up my bike in the truck and went over to Chatfield State Park and zipped around the entirety of the lake and some other little trails and stuff over there. I don't know what I did. I gotta check my app. It was like 18 to 20 miles, I think, right in that range.
Burned like 6 calories
I
because it's an electric
know.
bike.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, I'm sick of hearing that. Like the people that just
Aw.
don't get how electric bikes work. I kept it in eco mode, so you still pedal. You're still getting a workout.
Yeah.
It's no different than having gears on your bike.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think it is different.
It really
'cause
isn't, especially
I
mine's a
never-
fat tire one
yeah,
too.
But I
so
never
it's
get
hard.
anyone to help me. Like I'm always pushing that bike. So even when I'm
Sure.
like, oh,
Understandable,
and I need to put
like,
it in electric mode.
You can do
I
that
don't have
if you
that.
need a little juice.
Yeah.
But I didn't do that. I actually used it as a bike. And, you've got different levels of power from 0 to eco to then 1 through like 6 or something. And if you keep it down at 0 or eco, it's no different than switching your gears on a bike.
I don't believe that.
It
I
truly
don't.
is.
I don't believe
my
it.
legs were burning yesterday. I am so sore this morning.
But so let me ask you this because I don't know. If you're
Yeah.
in gear 6 or whatever you're in, do you have to push the pedals at all? Or can the bike go by? Or is it always
Yes,
like
you're
the
still-
assisted? It's just assisted.
There's a little bit of assist on eco through 5 or whatever the number
Okay.
is on there.
Okay.
Like a lot of times I just kept it at 0 and just pedaled, and I was just pedaling and there's no assist.
Why is your bike so noisy then? Like if it's not helping you, why is it?
That's if you have it engaged. If you don't have it engaged, then you're just pedaling like a bike.
I don't know.
It's
I'm
true.
not
We'll have
believing
to
you
go out. I'll let
100%.
you ride it around. And like I said, it's a fat tire one too, so you get a pretty damn good
18
workout.
to 20 miles is a lot.
It was
That's
a lot. And like I
of
said, I kicked it up into eco mode a few times, which is no different than, I don't know what the gear structure is. I don't remember which one's easier, 1 through 6.
Oh, 6 is usually harder.
6
Six
the
is harder?
The higher
Okay.
you
One.
go.
So let's say
gear
you had
ones.
it in 1 or 2 and you're zipping around and it's a little bit easier. It's just like that.
yeah, but
Except
that's
at
just,
some point, yes, you can go. The beauty of the electric bike is at some point you can just hold the throttle down on the handle and just go if
Yeah.
you are tired. I will say that truly is the beauty of it. If you're beat and done and tired, you full throttle it and go.
Yeah.
But disregarding any of that, it was just nice to be out.
I were
Zip
totally
around
like,
Chatfield.
You're not
No,
a
it's
biker.
funny. No,
Stop.
it's funny
Gosh,
because like
sorry.
people come at you when you
Such
have an
jerks.
electric
Well,
bike.
yeah.
We're such
And you got to
jerks.
school them a little bit. You're like, it's still riding a bike.
Because
you
that's the
guys.
thing. I rode 6 miles on my bike the other day, and
Yeah.
that kicked my butt, And so
Yeah.
when you say 18 to 20 miles, I'm like,
Well, I'm
my
obviously in
dude,
better shape
my
than you.
dude.
I mean, there is
Okay.
that.
Okay.
But the amount of snakes out yesterday
Oh
was
my God.
insane.
It was nice weather for them too.
Yeah.
I had to swerve multiple times because they were just going across the trails.
Oh, snake
Oh, yeah.
crossing.
And they're
yeah.
these big bull snakes, and when you're coming up on them pretty quick, you don't know if they're rattlesnakes or not because
Yeah.
they look just like a
They
rattlesnake.
do.
So there was multiple times I went, "Whoa!" like off the trail and like lifted my feet up in the air because I didn't want these things like shooting out at me because I didn't know if it was a rattler or not. But yeah, I posted a picture of one on Facebook yesterday, and it's so funny because the algorithm picked it up.
Yeah.
You post one picture of a snake. I tell you what, I opened my Facebook today. Every other post was about snakes.
Yeah.
That's so
Pictures of
funny.
snakes, people talking about snakes, movies with snakes. I'm like, what the hell, Facebook?
Well, and there's a big story in the news right now, that Boulder guy who found a bull snake
Yes!
in his office because he left his
Yes!
door open.
Oh, gosh.
But they're very common around here. I saw one under a bridge on Cherry Creek Trail about a year ago exactly, and I posted a big video of it as well because I thought somebody's pet snake got out. It was that big, and
It's
I was
huge,
just
yes.
yeah,
shocked.
they're
I
big.
was
Josh
like, what
posted a
is
picture
that?
of one yesterday, too.
Dude, also
it was
saw one.
It was the weirdest thing.
They're
You
out.
posted that, and then I was on my run, and right when I got back, I checked Facebook and see what was going on, and I saw your post, and I was like, dude,
Yep.
I just saw an exact same looking.
They're
I
out.
thought it was a rattler too, because when you're just running, you're kind of just paying attention. Same thing with you riding the bike. You're kind of paying attention to everything going on, and then you happen to look down at your feet, and there's a 4-foot snake underneath your feet, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I might have shrieked like a little baby
Yeah,
girl, but
I would too.
it's fine. It's okay. It was
Yeah.
cool. I was
It's
totally-
warm. They're
yeah.
all out now. They're all just
scary,
getting
man.
out and about and eating baby birds and stuff. So
Yeah.
Ugh.
that's what they're doing. Now, you were out yesterday, too, with your hot dog legs,
Oh,
right?
I tried to. So I went out. The pool opened yesterday at my little apartment community, and I was all excited about it. I got ready. I went down there, and there was like 10 children in that pool, and
Oh,
they
God.
were screaming. And
Where's
they
the
had all
snakes
their,
at?
I know exactly. I need a snake right now. But they had totally taken over the pool, and I tried to sit down there for like 5 minutes, and I was like, this is not enjoyable for me. Like, I do not want to hear other people's children screaming,
Yeah.
Like, that's not
Wow,
a good
Katie
time.
hates kids.
No, I
Jared.
don't hate
Jeez.
them. I just wanted to go down and relax and sit by the pool and maybe dip my legs in a little bit, but it was just not. So then
Well,
what I did.
you said first day it was open.
It was the
So
first day.
obviously all the kids. It's
Exactly.
like the snakes hitting the path.
I know, but I just thought all the kids would be in school still, So these children apparently don't go to full-time school. And again, there was
Well.
at least 10 of them out there. But you know what I did instead is I just went up to my apartment and I filled the bathtub and I pretended.
No,
I really
you didn't. You
I
left the
did.
pool because of
I
the
did,
children.
But it
Oh my
wasn't
gosh.
peaceful for me.
It
and
sounds
I
like
really,
something I would do.
I wanted to soak in water and read and just be completely peaceful. And so I did that in my own bathtub.
Well, it
with
is-
no screaming children.
Bless your heart.
Yes, it worked. It worked. It got the job done, Jer,
Then
I was totally
honestly, you're
relaxed.
never going to be able to be out there
I know.
because it's a pool at an apartment complex.
I know,
full
I
of
kinda
people.
Maybe a
realized
day or
that.
two, right?
There's got to be a couple days that I can go take
the
advantage.
newness will wear off from
Yeah.
the pool.
And my schedule is so opposite of everybody else's. This
Yeah.
has to come in handy for me, Like that's what I was
Right.
hoping. I'm like, I get off work like before noon
You
usually.
could do like an 11
Um,
a.m.
yeah.
pool dive.
So I'm
right?
gonna try again today. We'll see how it goes. Like you said, maybe it was just the lure of the pool open on the first day that made everybody come to it.
Yeah.
So here's hoping.
Probably.
But
I always
yeah.
thought it was Memorial Day, but a lot of pools are opening early.
Yeah.
Like even
That's
my
pretty
neighborhood
up.
pool's opening on Saturday, which is still before.
Yeah. You have a pool too?
Uh-huh.
Oh, look at us
we
with
got
our
a
pool.
little,
Do you have a
got a
pool,
little
Jer?
diving board in the neighborhood. It's nice.
Do you have a pool?
Our community does not have a pool. We have a tennis court, so.
Oh, see, I'd rather have the tennis courts because you hear a bunch of kids from my house where they're
Yeah.
all day long.
From the pool?
And honestly,
yeah.
I'm fine with it because I don't get in public pools, so.
I
Well,
didn't
yeah.
think it was really your
I'm part of
thing.
the HOA. If we had a pool in our community, I'd probably lobby to get it filled in.
oh my
Oh.
gosh.
Jeez.
Why?
Captain
Because,
Krabby over here.
the public.
Nobody wants a pool.
I told you guys numerous stories about the rec center by my house when we go there. Every single time we've got floaters.
Yeah,
Yeah, you've told
Every
us some pretty bad
time they
horror
have to
stories.
kick everybody out because somebody pooped in the pool.
Yeah.
That's not good.
It's not good.
That's
So-
the first time that happens at mine. You're right. I probably will never
Yeah.
get in it again.
Because Jer Bear and public pools do not mix.
No.
At all.
No.
What kind of swimsuit you got? You got a one piece?
I've got a couple.
Yeah?
I've got a couple swimsuits. The one I wore yesterday was a one piece.
Was it?
So yeah.
All right.
They're classy. I like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just, you strike me as a one piece for some
Yeah,
reason.
okay.
So
Okay.
Mean.
Thank you.
I don't know, it just strike me as a
I know,
one
I
piece.
was like,
like all black one piece. I feel like that's you.
oh,
Yeah.
it's
No?
very plain.
Yeah,
No,
I don't
my,
know why.
My swimsuit is very.
Is that offensive? I
colorful,
don't
She has the
actually.
fun lines and squiggles on
I
it.
You guys
know,
don't play
I
this
do.
game? Like, what kind of swimsuit would that person wear?
Yeah, no,
No,
not
we
a
don't play
one
that
piece
game.
Oh,
black.
I do all the
though.
time. One piece black, yeah. Me, jeans and a t-shirt.
Oh my god.
Right in the pool.
Yeah, it's a fun game. Try it. Do it with your friend. All right, coming up in a few minutes, a trending report. We got another burger place opening up. We'll talk about that. Big news in regards to a bagel shop. We got a lot of food news today. And I'm going to tell you about a video that I could not stop watching yesterday. It's fascinating to me. We'll tell you all about that and more coming up in the trending report with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh. Let's dive right into this exciting traffic news. What kind of swimsuit do you think our traffic guy wears?
Ooh, he's got a thong for sure. Yeah.
Thong?
All day.
All right, we'll go
Euro
with that.
style. He's going European. All right. I
Thong.
like it.
But it's like a denim color.
Exactly.
It's a denim thong.
It's a classy
Yikes.
thong.
All right, go ahead,
Yeah.
Aaron. Denver's best music, Mix 100 with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh in the morning. Mix 100 is your home for the all-access summer. We're going to be sending you off to the biggest concerts, biggest events, all summer long. We're calling it the all-access summer. The fun will start up with that on Monday, right here at Mix 100. All the deets can be found at mix100.com. I was looking through the concert list of concerts we're going to be giving away tickets to. Pretty darn good, you guys.
Oh,
Not too
yeah.
shabby, eh?
It's not too shabby.
Your home of free tickets right here.
How about that?
Hey.
Hey, it's time to dive right into a trending report this morning. I'm going to tell you about a video I could not stop watching yesterday. I watched this thing probably 25 times.
What?
Tom Cruise eating popcorn.
Oh,
Did anybody else watch it?
No.
Dude, what is wrong with him?
What is wrong with this
Why?
guy and the way he eats popcorn? It's too intense.
He spills half of it. Do you see how much popcorn
He spilled a little bit,
falls
but
out of his hand?
The key is the way this guy throws the popcorn into his mouth. It's like
Really?
he's doing curls with the popcorn, and every time he brings it up, wham, he slams it into his mouth.
Almost like punching himself in the face,
No.
right?
It's so intense.
I
It's-
don't think...
They said Tom Cruise eats popcorn just as intensely as he does everything else.
That's what I don't think he's capable of doing anything less than 110%. Like anything.
Yeah, it was insane. And the way he's like gazing out into the crowd or whatever and listen to somebody speak as he's throwing it into his mouth.
Well, and Katie,
I couldn't get enough of
He
it.
doesn't like grab, like one or two pieces and kind of gently place it. He'll grab like a handful, kind of do like a dice, like shake it up in his
Yeah.
hand, and then just whapa right into the face.
Yeah, I
Like,
thought it was gonna go out the
right-
back of his head.
I have to see this video.
Yeah, if you get a chance today, look up Tom Cruise eating popcorn, and it exploded online yesterday because they're like, this guy.
I'm so glad
Just
you
be
brought that up.
normal. Just be normal the way you eat your popcorn.
One at a time. Actually,
can't do it.
I'd like to eat a handful of popcorn, but I do it gingerly, right? You take
It's
a
everyone's
handful.
normal, and you just
You put
pop
it in your mouth. Yeah.
No, he's like shotgunning it.
I don't think he actually chews it. It goes right to the back of his throat. Like he
It was
just
the
like
craziest thing I've ever seen.
Inhales
So
it. Oh, I'm
I
so
watched
glad you
that
brought
video over and over and over yesterday. I just couldn't get enough of it. It was
awesome.
fascinating to me. What else is going on? This story says this is what happens when Justin Timberlake won't return your calls. Joey Fatone is now a spokesman for Red Lobster. My, how the mighty have fallen. I've got a little clip from the commercial with Joey Fat One.
Oh.
Yeah. And then in the background, he's like dancing and doing his thing.
So-
and it's so bad.
I'm genuinely curious. I thought all Red Lobsters closed down. Was it not all of them? Was
Oh,
it just
no.
all the ones in Colorado?
No,
No,
they're
no Red
still,
Lobsters
Yeah,
closed
they're
down.
still
Red Lobsters?
Lobsters.
Oh, the one right
Yeah.
next door to us closed down and torn down. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure a hefty, because they filed for bankruptcy
I don't
again.
remember that. Well, they must be doing all right. They hired Joey Fatone, although he's probably going to be pretty cheap.
Yeah, and there is that one in the Stapleton area. I know that.
I feel like there's one down by
No,
me,
Red
too.
Lobsters all over have been closing, part
Huh.
of Chapter 11 bankruptcy.
Oh,
There's only
still a few.
Yeah, so there's only 500 remaining U.S. locations.
I didn't know that about Red Lobster.
Yeah, I was like, they're not doing
I'm
too well,
sad.
so that's why they're.
well, that's why they didn't hire JT.
Grasp it. Yeah, that's
they
why
had
they
to hire
couldn't-
Joey.
JT was like, "Yeah, girl, I'll do it again," and then they were like, "We'll
Exactly.
give you
Wonder what
$20."
they're paying him. I wonder what they're paying him. What else is going on? Jeremy Renner is going around talking about his snowplow incident still, which happened back in 2023. He is riding on this, isn't he?
He is. I mean, it's.
I mean, he
a-
almost
a
died.
Miracle.
You guys. Actually, he
Exactly.
did die. They
Yeah.
said he died like twice on the table.
It is a miracle that he's still with us, but still, like you're right though. Every time I see him, he is continuing to talk about
Well, wouldn't
it.
you say it's
Yeah.
people asking him about it? It's interviews.
Could
People
be.
are asking him.
So he is talking about here when he died. He said it was the most exhilarating piece you would ever feel. You don't see anything but what's in your mind's eye, like you're the atoms of who you are, the DNA, your spirit. It's the highest adrenaline rush. He says there's a ton of peace that comes with it. It's magnificent, it's magical, and I didn't want to come back.
My
All of this describes like when I leave the radio station for the day.
Jeremy.
And I didn't wanna come back.
Gosh.
I've gone down a rabbit hole in the past week. I've been watching all these technically when people die experiences on YouTube, all these videos of people that have died in the operating room or in a car crash or whatever, and what has happened to them, and then when they come back. If you guys get like a half a day to just sit on YouTube, fascinating stuff.
So I was
fascinating.
My dad was in the hospital for a while back in 2021, and he had some problems that almost killed him. And he said the same thing. He was like literally minutes or seconds away from death, and he said the exact same thing. He was like, it was the most peaceful experience that I've ever experienced in my life. And that's he goes, if you know,
it's trippy.
He's like, it's one of those things where you do come back and you're kind of like,
I don't want to be here anymore.
Bad.
I don't want to pay taxes anymore.
And I was like, I was shocked to hear him say that. I was like, oh my gosh, I did not know that.
Well, and I guess if you've seen many videos, is there any common theme between them? Is that it? The peace thing?
The biggest thing is love. I mean, they said the overwhelming feeling of love when they're in whatever this place that they are in, if you call it heaven or whatever you want. They said the overwhelming sense of love and joy and peacefulness. And then, the bright lights and, the whole shebang.
That's comforting,
It
isn't it?
is.
And they say it was so
death
peaceful.
is the one thing no one can beat, so that's really comforting.
They said they couldn't describe the amount of, love and just carefree feeling that they had. It was pretty trippy, multiple, and people from every walk of life, every religion, everything in these videos.
Well, I just feel like death is such a scary thing to think of, obviously, because the finality of it. But if that is what people experience, that's a pretty cool thing and comforting thought, right?
It is.
Like I said, like leaving the radio station every day. It's just this peaceful, loving feeling.
Go work fast food and then talk to me about leaving a radio station.
No, it's just so peaceful. Once you get in that car and drive away, it's just peaceful.
Flip some burgers and then tell me. And then talk about it.
Katie, what's going on locally?
We've got some good news about Denver coming out to start it off, because I love this. Denver has one of the best park systems in the country. Actually,
are you kidding me?
Yeah, and they say because 96% of Denver residents, so nearly everyone who lives in the Mile High City, has a park just a 10-minute walk away. We are number 10 on this list of big cities with park systems. Washington, D.C. is number 1, but I would have to agree with this.
D.C. is number 1?
Well, then they do have a lot of parks.
A lot of walking spaces, a lot of monuments.
But if we think about our parks, Confluence Park, Wash Park, so many beautiful, beautiful places. And I like our parks are all connected with the trails, the Cherry Creek Trail, and all the different bike paths and walking paths that really connect our cities and make them so beautiful and so accessible. So I'd have to agree with this. I've lived in multiple places. Denver, your park system, top notch.
Well done, Denver. Good job.
I dig it.
Well done.
Also, this Denver climbing competition. So downtown Denver is going to host the International Speed Climbing World Cup coming up next Saturday and Sunday. It's part of that whole new 16th Street hype, right? Like, ooh, we're making downtown awesome.
This will get people down here. Let's make them
speed climbers.
Let's get them up really high.
That's the thing. So the rock climbing walls that you see, they have so many of them. So that's what it is they're going to have massive rock climbing walls in downtown Denver, and they're going to do speed style competitions all weekend long. You can come and watch. You can be a prospector. You can enjoy all the other stuff. So they're going to have live music, art, food, shopping, and more.
Do you guys ever rock climb?
Pass.
Across
Jared,
the
have you ever rocked? You seem like the
Main
guy.
Street.
No,
Oh, it's
but I
fun,
was an
man.
old-timey prospector.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds
Your Gus Chiggins.
I had
from,
overalls and everything. I said,
Axe.
old-timey prospector here just to watch the rock
No,
climbing.
even if you
Pickaxe.
watch, so people climbing walls now, I know this is a little different, but down in Uray, I used to sit and watch people do the ice climbing thing.
That's
that-
more fun.
so
I would watch
intense.
that.
Yeah, well, and this is
It's a
still
little more
like,
spectacular. They're backing in these flatbed semis or whatever, and then
Yeah.
they lift that rock wall up.
exactly.
I've seen this, and it's just like
It's fun though.
It's very carnival.
I used to do
It's-
rock
but
climbing
it's intense.
competitions, and you'd see who
Yeah.
can get to the top first.
Exactly.
You got to yell belay, and then they go on belay, and then you run up there. You go climb up as quickly as you can. And you ring the bell.
right, well.
ring
I
the bell
think
when you get to the top.
it's definitely a fun thing you can go do with the family, bring the
Yeah.
kids to see it. And again, they have all the live music and food and everything down
Fantastic.
there. 16th
It'll
Street.
get some people down there.
Exactly.
That's good.
I dig it. I like it a lot. How about this? This was not a happy moment for us in the studio because Whataburger's opening their 8th Colorado location.
They have
Still,
8
not in Denver. Yeah.
I know. Why aren't they bringing them here?
I thought it was like their second or
They have
third.
7 down south in the Colorado Springs area, and so this one's going to be in Pueblo, and not just it's Monument, like all the different Colorado Springs areas, not just the Springs. But why are they not bringing them to Denver? I don't understand their process of only putting them down
taxes
south.
thing?
Maybe
is it
is.
a population thing?
I don't know,
Well, no,
but
because they have them in Dallas, so it's not a population thing.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
Yeah.
all over
I wonder
Texas.
what it is.
it's very, very frustrating,
I
though.
love
And here's
Whataburger so
something
much.
that I was reading this article. I had no idea. Jim's Burger Haven used to be a Whataburger because they were pretty common in Colorado back in the day, and then they closed them all down, and now they're making a resurgence. But I had no idea. Do you know Jim's Burger Haven?
Never
right there?
heard of
I've
it.
It's
never
like
heard of that either.
88th and Thornton Park. Oh my
I'm never
gosh!
up there.
You have
My
to
mother-in-law
go to
lives up there. I'm never going
you
up
need
there.
to go. You need to go.
And
At
I don't
least
want
make-
to.
You don't
I
have
don't
to see
want
your
to.
mother-in-law. Just see
No,
the
I don't want
burgers.
to.
Go say hi to Jim.
Still too
you have
close.
to. So Jim's Burger Haven, they have some of the best just fast food burgers. Everything is fresh.
Yeah, they have them in Arvada and Thornton.
You have to check
Well,
out
I would
Jim's
hope
Burger
everything is
Haven.
fresh.
A lot of times they're not.
Never
A lot of
fresh,
times
always
there's
frozen.
not.
I know. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, but they have
Our
so
meat
many
is
good
moldy.
things, and it's pretty affordable. That's the thing about Jim's Burger Haven is you're going to get a whole meal for under $10. So good.
It
So
looks
All right,
good.
what else
Katie,
you
the
got?
burgers look
Tasty.
good. Sorry, I'm looking at the burgers now. They look good.
They are so good.
Yeah.
Tell me about
shout
Noodles
out
and
to
Company.
Jim's. We're going to get
Ooh.
to that one in a second. But first, Denver one step closer to getting parking minimums removed. Do you know what this means?
Oh, I don't like that.
What?
Yeah. So
Ugh.
it was voted on this week, and now it's moved one step closer to being voted on by the city council. That's where they're at now. But what they're saying is now when they're building new stuff downtown, you don't have to include parking spots like you did before. Like before, if you built an apartment building, you would have to make sure that you also had parking for each resident, and you had 2 parking spots for each resident in the building.
It's like a 1-for-1, essentially.
Yes. If you had a business, you had to make sure for every table you had in your restaurant that you had a parking spot for the table. Like this is required by the city. The city's saying that was a lot of work for them when they were approving.
Well, that we're running out of room down
we're
there.
running
so.
out of
Maybe
room.
stop
And-
building. I don't
And
know.
also, this is encouraging people to use the local transit system. So it's a big push towards that as well. They're
Okay.
saying if you're going to come downtown, ride the light rail, ride the new free RTD mall thing that they have going in. So there's a lot of different reasons they're trying to make this happen. There's a pro and a con to it, obviously, right? Because for me, I have a car, and when I'm driving into downtown Denver, that's the biggest issue for me is parking. Every time.
Absolutely.
I don't
It's very
like
difficult.
it. And now they're saying, well, we're going to provide less parking for the businesses that we're going to put up. Please ride the light rail.
Well, at the same
So-
time, they want more people to come downtown. You know, this
Exactly.
is kind of cancel.
Yeah, so they're going to have to figure this out.
Hmm.
But again, they voted to move it forward, and now the city council is going to vote on it. So
Just
You're
that's
going to
where
have to
we're
get
at
used
now.
to taking the public transit down there, especially when
are.
this whole Cronky thing is done too,
I
and it's all
know.
built up down there to get to games and stuff. You're going to be hopping on public transit to get down
And
there,
that's kind of the
which
way-
is fine. You're
Yeah.
you're saving the planet, right?
Then that's
supposedly
what they're
Are ya?
pushing people
Less
towards
pollution.
that. They're pushing people towards if you're coming downtown.
Yeah.
And think about it, people go downtown for a big reason to what? Party, right?
Yeah, you
Like,
can Uber, you can get
tip
dumped
'em
off.
back, and so they're kind of trying to, get some
All right.
push towards that as well. Be
All
safe
right.
when you're downtown. So it's just the next step, but yeah, that's the latest there. And the Noodles and Company thing that you talked about,
Yeah, what's
closing many locations and not good news for it's a Broomfield-based company. So they've
Yeah,
got
they are
the-
local. I
Yep.
hate to say too much.
Yeah.
I've never been a fan.
I know.
That's all I'll
you
say.
said that. See, and
Dude,
it's
their
funny.
buffalo chicken mac and cheese is one of the best I've ever had.
One of
And-
the worst Yelp reviews I ever wrote was
Really?
for possibly some sort of noodle company.
Okay.
A
All
noodle
right.
related company.
Noodle
that
and
I-
company?
Every time we never mind. I don't want to say anything else.
Okay. Well, I like their pad
Not
thai
surprised.
and
Their
their
pad thai's
dumplings.
fantastic.
The dumplings
All
that
right.
they push out there,
Yeah.
like
And
Really?
their Rice Krispie treats that they
oh,
make,
I know.
the
See,
huge little triangles.
every time I've
Hey.
been to Noodles and Company, I've had a
Why
good
are they closing so many
experience.
locations
I
then?
think more people feel like
I
you,
know,
I
it's a bummer.
guess. But
It's a bummer.
yeah,
I love
it.
again, a Broomfield-based company. So
That's a
and
bummer.
they
I don't
haven't-
like people losing their jobs. I
No,
mean, I don't.
absolutely
You
not.
never want to
And
hear that.
They haven't announced which locations they're going to close across the country either. So we don't know if this is going to affect Colorado yet or not. Something that we do know, though, this is amazing news. So they're putting up this adventure park. It's called URWLD.
Wild. You are wild.
You are
You are wild.
Katie, it's like a license plate.
It's like,
you
yeah,
gotta
you are
decipher
wild.
it.
There There it is. Thank you, Josh. You are
How are you going to
wild.
say it?
Oh, but it's pronounced Your World.
Your world. It could be your world
Oh,
either.
it's pronounced Your World. Okay.
Your
So
world.
how are you going to say it, though?
I was
Your
just going to
world?
spell it.
URWLD, baby.
URWLD. That's what they're putting in at
Your world.
Globeville's Fox Park Development. So that's right there near like 38th and Huron. And they've been talking about how they've put a whole, this is another like new community that they're putting in with shopping and apartments and movie theater. And now they have this new, it's an adventure sport facility. So it's going to be 165,000 square feet. They're going to have everything from ice climbing to surfing. They're also going to have golf simulators.
Surfing.
Yeah, they're going to have all of the sports, and it's in this massive sports complex.
Will they have cornhole?
I'm sure they
Oh,
will.
I'm sure.
I want
I'm
cornhole
sure.
and darts.
Dear, if they have
Oh,
surfing, well, then go to
gosh,
your local bar if
exactly.
you want darts.
If you
and
want
cornhole.
darts, like that's nothing. You can have that in your
I want
house.
competitive
you know?
darting.
Wow.
I'm a darter.
Of all the things. Oh my gosh.
You said
But
they have everything. Do
They
they have
do.
cup stacking rooms?
I'm sure they little. What is it? Flip cup? Yeah, they
Well,
should
that's-
have that.
Do they have a
different than
room where you
cup
can
stacking,
flip water bottles and see if you can land them on the bottom?
I mean,
like
I'm
all the
sure
kids
if
do?
you like write
Competitive bottle flipping?
a nicely worded email, I'm sure that they would implement that. It
You can
doesn't
go
seem
surf
like
and then
it
do
would
some
take
bottle
up
flipping.
too much space. Yeah, but they're gonna the adventure sports is really what this one's about, and it's just exciting because one more thing for us to check out, and also like the snowboarding and things like that for you to be able to perfect your craft, not on the mountain where you could
Yeah.
fall off a cliff.
We've been
This
to
is
one
a
of those
good thing.
facilities where it's just like kind of like a gigantic treadmill, basically,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
massive, and you get on there with your skis and your snowboard, and they just fire it up, and you can board indoors.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Those are really neat places.
Yeah, that's
and
actually really
they're
cool.
putting
All
a
right.
lot of money into it, worth about $80 million.
Yeah, spend that money.
I cannot
Spend
wait.
that cheddar. Make
When is it
people
gonna?
happy.
Is it open already,
They
or when is
don't.
it?
No. This will be a little while.
Oh,
They're
okay.
just
Oh,
like groundbreaking all of this
Okay.
stuff over there in
Cool.
that area. But yeah,
34. It'll be
gonna
open.
be
It's gonna be a
built.
party.
Great.
Very exciting for our community.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That is a trending report chocked full of local stuff right there. The fun's going to continue coming up at 7 o'clock. We've got PMI, a positive, a minus, and something a little bit interesting for you guys. Right now, it is traffic time brought to you by our good friends over there at Elitch Gardens. Go ahead, Aaron. Here we are. It's Mix, your home for the all-access summer, where we're giving away the hottest tickets to concerts, events, and a whole lot more this summer. We are chock full of very, very fun events and activities, and we'll start giving those away next week. It's part of Mix 100's all-access summer. Join us, won't you? If you want to see what's going on here in the studios, we are live and local. We pride ourselves on that. We are Colorado people living here in Colorado. The show's not being pumped in from out of state or anything. We're not pretending to be here. We're here. We're here in Lone Tree. So if you want to watch the feed, just hop onto your YouTube app, search Mix 100 Denver, and boom, you're right there in the studio with us. I'm laughing at this music. Let me start over. Why do I feel like this is what was playing in your head, Katie, when you walked into your apartment pool yesterday? In your black onesie swimsuit?
No, I don't have a black onesie swimsuit.
Aviator sunglasses on.
Very colorful.
Big old chili dog in one hand and a 64-ounce big gulp in the other.
None of that is accurate.
Walking into your pool. Acting like you own the place.
Why can't I be holding a salad?
11 kids
We
there.
know you.
We know you're not.
You were holding a bucket of
salad.
KFC chicken between your legs while you were laying there on the
Reading a book.
on the bench reading a book. Yeah. Like, what up, people?
It's actually not a bad
Katie,
afternoon.
I know.
This is just this is like how it played out in my head with
Thank you for the ideas.
walking into your pool. And then you toss the chili dog to the side, sit down.
Oh,
Watch
you ate
out,
the
kids.
chili dog.
Yeah.
Cannonball!
Sitting over there farting in the water.
It's a hot tub now.
Exactly.
Yeah. I just feel like that was you yesterday. Just that's what I had in my head.
Hopefully it's today, because yesterday we didn't get that far because the kids were too noisy.
Yeah, but uh-oh, here she comes.
Today now.
Whoa.
I know.
Gonna be nice out.
Now I've got some ideas.
Second time's the charm, girl. There you go.
I got a crazy news story for you, coming from the news, actually. Before we get into PMI, there's this news anchor in New York, Olivia something or other, went into labor just before the morning newscast yesterday, and she still anchored the show. Water broke at about 4:15 in the morning, and she was on the air for an additional 90 minutes while she kept her legs crossed the entire time. Do you want a little bit of audio from these crazy news anchors?
Yeah,
let's hear
I
it.
do. Oh. Well, that's exciting for those news anchors, huh?
Oh my gosh.
Didn't they sound excited?
Yeah. That's so
Oh my
funny.
gosh.
Well, they say that you're not supposed to go to the hospital until your contractions are a minute apart. I do
minute?
remember that. Yeah, it's about a minute apart. Is
Yep.
what you want to wait for until you head to the hospital. I was lucky I lived right across the street from the hospital, so I really waited. I was like, I do not want to go there.
Then you hopped
until-
onto
10
a
seconds
little,
apart.
I
little electric
absolutely have
scooter
to.
and zipped over.
Exactly, right? No, but yeah, I mean, good for her though. That's she's
Yeah.
She's
right.
a tough mamma
She
jamma.
probably didn't want to have to be at the hospital. You might as well just keep on working. That actually, my very, very best friend, that happened to her. We can remember that it happened on the radio airwaves in Denver when my friend Kathy, her water broke
Aw.
on the air before she gave birth to her oldest daughter, Avery. And
That's kind of exciting.
Avery is 11 now, about to be 12 in July. So it happened that
Dang.
long ago. But yeah, it's exciting. It's an exciting moment.
You didn't sound like this, did you? Oh, it didn't play.
Ah!
There you go.
Oh, yay.
Oh my God, you guys! I think it was more like, oh my God, what's happening?
Yeah, there's more to that audio, and they are in true fashion like annoying news anchors. Like, oh my
Yeah.
God, we're so
Yeah.
excited! This is a big day for you. You're
Little
gonna have a
baby
baby
on the
my
way.
God. Let's get to weather and traffic. Oh my God!
Exciting for her, though.
It's
Hopefully,
super exciting.
yeah.
Olivia went
hopefully-
on. She was like, maybe I won't be at work tomorrow. I was like, well, yeah.
Hopefully not.
Probably
It
not.
usually takes you a little longer to bounce back than
Jeez.
that. So, yeah, but
Yay.
good luck to Olivia.
That's exciting.
New mom.
I have a little baby. Nobody's ever done it before. Let's do a gigantic news story on it and cover it for months and months and months.
Aw.
They'll probably have an update tomorrow.
Oh,
they
the
will.
You know they
local
will.
news companies love it when one of their anchors has a baby because then
Yeah.
it's like years of segments and oh my god,
Let's
I'm
go
a
to their
mom.
baby
What's her name
shower.
gonna
So
be?
I'm a mom. It's a lot of those. Like
The
that's how they
mother.
start their segment. I'm a mom.
Yes. What's a big deal, though? It is a big deal.
It's
and
really a
best
big
of
deal.
luck to Olivia.
Yes, Katie's very serious about this. All right, let's dive into PMI this morning. A positive, a minus, and something interesting to send you all on your way this morning. Who's got to pee today?
I got to pee
Josh
today.
got to pee.
And we got a little bit of an.
God, you got the pee.
I got the pee. Yay! I got the pee. It's got a little asterisk next to it today because a lot of thunderstorms and tornadoes hit across the U.S. last week. There were hundreds of tornadoes that actually caused quite a bit of damage. So that is not the P yet. But a certain man named Bradley Gebbe, he was one of those people that lost his home completely. And he was very sad about that, obviously. But he kind of put a little bit of a twist on it because the thing that he talked about most being sad about was his golf clubs. The second he was interviewed about his total home loss, he went in to talk about his golf clubs, and we actually have some audio here and that I want to play, Jer.
That's a guy looking for some free
That
clubs
I
right
just
there.
love
Funny.
golf. Well, he did lose his total home, so that's very sad. But the positive to this story here is that those golf companies took no time to reach out to him, and Bradley is going
knew
to
what he
be
was doing.
getting. Oh, I know. He's going to be getting those new golf clubs, a new set, I'm assuming, which is awesome, and that's so great to see those types of companies help people out in need because, again, he did lose his entire home. But I just think it's so funny that that is the thing that he focused on.
Yeah.
Was, I lost my clubs, really would like to get some new free ones, and they helped him out there. So that's
Well,
And I think the
like
marketing
that.
girl's name was Olivia.
Yes, it was. She saw an opportunity,
Yeah,
Jer,
she's
and
like,
she
let's
took
get
it.
the news on
She
this.
swung at that.
So he's going to get his
huh?
clubs, and he's not going to have anywhere to play it yet because those courses got destroyed too.
Yeah,
But it's
but-
fine. He got his clubs.
You know what? Yeah, the company had to do it. I
Yes.
mean, that's
Yeah.
a solid.
It's
that's
true.
a solid.
Well,
it
it's
reminds
nothing
me
for
of that.
them.
Did you know that car? Where it was like a story. I don't know, 6 months ago. A car completely caught on fire, and the only thing in it that survived was a Stanley mug.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And it was still had
Yes.
ice in it or something.
Yeah.
And then Stanley turned around and bought this woman a car. I'm like, that's
As they
pretty
should,
solid.
because
That's
that's
great publicity.
Well,
insane marketing for them too.
And it's
Yeah.
nothing for them to do something like
No.
that. It's nothing for Callaway and Titleist to buy an entire set of golf
because
clubs.
it
you
is.
know?
I mean, if you get fitted and everything, it is about $3,000, $2,500,
Yeah.
$3,000, and for them to do that, first of all, it looks good on their part, but then
Yeah.
it's a drop in the bucket.
And they'll
It
just
is.
they'll just jack up the prices on their clubs for
Well,
a
no,
month
they
or two and
won't.
make that money back.
No, for a
that's
day, dude.
Yeah.
Exactly. 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They'll
that's all
make that
they'll
money
do.
They're
back.
very wealthy.
They'll
company.
get their money back.
Good for them though, and good for Bradley. He got his clubs,
Yay,
guys.
Bradley.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Okay.
God, Bradley.
I got the M. I have the minus. It's a hot new trend this summer. Hot new trend. People are wearing soccer cleats when they're
Oh.
not even playing soccer in
Oh.
everyday life. So people are having the cleats on just to run errands. For some reason, they're calling it the hashtag boots only summer. Why is it boots only?
Do people not
I am
understand how
so-
slippery cleats
I
are when you're not
know.
on?
Are they
like,
called boots like overseas or something?
I know their
Do you have your
uniform
boots
is called
on?
a kit. I don't know. I'm assuming so. I guess
I don't know.
maybe they're called boots.
It looks like people are also wearing cowboy boots that are studded underneath.
Yes,
so maybe
they're
that's
called boots
why.
in England.
Why? Would
Okay,
you
so
wear
that's
them?
why.
So
So boots
cleats are-
only summer, darling.
Cleats
Okay.
are hard plastic. Like it's not the rubber sole
Yeah.
of a normal shoe.
No.
They say it's not practical at all. Wearing them on
No.
asphalt, concrete, or tiled floors can be slippery and uncomfortable. Not to mention the clickety-clackety sounds on every hard surface that you're walking on. And they say that when you are walking on these hard surfaces, you're going to ruin your cleats because you're just going to wear down all the cleats on the bottom a lot faster.
Well,
They say it doesn't matter, though. It's the pure vibe this summer to be walking around in soccer cleats.
Hey, beauty is pain, Jeremy.
I don't like
Beauty is
that.
pain.
I don't like it either.
I think that's silly.
The slippage factor.
And think about your alignment.
Oh, my gosh. This
What
can't
the
be good for
heck?
your feet and back,
I
right?
know. To be walking on like ground
But
on cleats,
You'll
like
look
Olivia,
so
take
good.
those cleats off.
what?
Yay! You look so good.
Those cleats are amazing. Let's do a story about how you're a new mom and you wear cleats
So
everywhere.
fashion forward.
Let's do it tomorrow on Channel 7. All right, you got the interesting
I do.
girlfriend.
And how about this for an eye? A Denver waitress may have been a Chicago fugitive and the most dangerous woman alive.
What?
What? I know. So Eleanor Jarman is her name. She's also known as the Blonde Tigress. But she was allegedly implicated in 37 robberies committed in Chicago during the summer of 1933. So I know it was a long time
Wait
ago,
a
but
second.
follow me here. So she was arrested after one of her partners in crime, this was actually her boyfriend, shot and killed one of the shop clerks that she was robbing, right?
Oh, no.
So here's the thing is she went to prison. She went to prison and then she escaped 7 years later after she scaled a fence. So this new book says she landed right here in Denver and worked at Pete's Kitchen in the 50s and 60s. She said that after her escape, she moved to Denver under the alias Marie Millman and worked at restaurants around East Colfax Avenue from 1951 until the mid-70s, including The Kitchen, which we know as Pete's Kitchen, Super Chef, and Sam's Cafe. So apparently she passed away in 1980, but this woman, this Sylvia Pittman, she wrote a book, and then this woman's family reached out to her, and they're figuring out that she was one of the same. And the story's actually kind of sad because when she was arrested, it was because back in the 1930s, think about it, they needed to sell newspapers, right? So this guy who shot the shopkeeper and actually killed him, he went to prison too, but they didn't make a big deal about it. What they made a big deal about was this woman, the most dangerous woman in the world, robbing people and killing them. And so they sensationalized her and made her into, quote, the most dangerous woman alive. They actually gave her this nickname as well, the Blonde Tigress, but they're saying she was actually a really sweet woman. And so she lived in hiding because she was just so obviously afraid that she was going to go back to prison.
Minus the thievery and accompanying to murder.
But here's the thing is the reason she
Really
robbed
good girl,
places, she left her alcoholic husband with children. She had to leave. Back in the 30s, she left her alcoholic
story just
husband.
keeps going, doesn't
no, but
it?
it really, but here's the thing. She left her husband and then she found this man and he was the one who was like, we need to start robbing banks because it was the Great Depression. They were losing all their money.
I think she just has poor judgment in men.
Maybe she does have poor judgment in men, but that doesn't mean that she's the person in this story who should have been, implicated. The man should have been implicated. But again, in the 30s, it was a much more bigger story for a woman bank robber to be the highlight of it. So
They should make a movie out of
It
this.
is fascinating.
They should.
It is. And their book, again, there is a book about it, and you can read the entire story in Denver Westward
rather see a
because
movie.
I was hooked. Once I read the story, I was like, oh my gosh, this is fascinating. So again, Denver Westward is where you can read
That's
the whole
cool.
thing. It's pretty
That's
interesting.
cool, yeah.
That's intense.
That is.
Very intense.
It's like a Bonnie and
Very
Clyde thing.
Intense.
And their best friend's name was Olivia.
Oh gosh, I knew.
You robbed a store, Olivia.
I knew it.
There you go. There's your PMI this morning with JKJ. Hey, good news coming up here at 7:30. We're going to be doing another fun edition of Fast Five. So get the phone number locked and loaded so you're ready to call us. 303-691-1MIX. 303-691-1649. That's your direct link to the morning show. And we'll be doing that at right around 7:30 today. And we've got some more Elitch's season passes up for grabs today. So stick around for that. See what's going on with traffic. Denver's best music, Mix 100 with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh in the morning. We're going to be diving into Fast 5 here in just a couple minutes, but I do want to give you a heads up at 8 o'clock today. It's a little show wants to know action, which has also become a very popular feature because we read a dilemma from one of our listeners, and then y'all can call in and help solve the problem, essentially. And this time around, it has to do with a wedding and a wedding gift and a gift that was never used.
Yeah.
And the guy's kind of pissed about it.
Oh,
he's
is.
Pissed,
He's
Katy.
on one.
Yeah, he's all fired up. So he wrote into us. We're going to read that letter at 8 o'clock today for Show Wants to Know, and then we'll need your help with an issue, solving this guy's issue. So we'll be doing that at 8. Right now, though, Katy Cat, look what time it is.
Hey.
It's Fast 5 time.
I love it.
Yeah, grab your phone right now. Call in. Let's have some fun with Fast 5. But, Jared, what's the number? Here you go. 303-691-1-MIX. 303-691-1649. I'll get you here in the studios to play Fast 5. And as always, we want some newbies, people that have never played before. So if you've played 4 or 5 times, maybe kick back today and just listen. Have some fun that way. But I want some new people on the line. 303-691-1649, and here's how it works. We'll get you on the air with us, get to know you a little bit, and then I will toss a category at you and start a 10-second timer. And within those 10 seconds, you've got to give me 5 things that have to do with that category. And it went fairly quick yesterday, didn't it, Katy?
Oh, it sure did. You only asked 2. You asked
That
for
was real quick.
5 movies that start with S, and the one that won it was 5 types of baseball pitches.
Oh, yeah.
Kate taking home that win.
That was our winner yesterday?
Yes. Yeah, just 2 questions.
That's
is
funny
what
because
you
I
asked.
almost thought about using that one again today.
Oh, no.
I'm glad I
Got a
checked in
winner.
with you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, the topics are all over the place. I mean, we've done things before like 5 types of martial arts, 5 cereal mascots, 5 social media apps. That's kind of the charm of this game. You never know what you're going to get. You might be an expert at the one you get, or you're going to be like, crap. What's social media? I've never heard of
No
social
idea.
media, and I have no idea what I'm doing. But you know what? Just call in. We love meeting our listeners, meeting some new people. 303-691-1-MIX. 303-691-1649. Looking for those newbies today, and we have a prize for our winners.
We have a banger of a prize today, Jared, because you're winning a pair of season passes to Elages. So these, just $79.99. They're going to pay for themselves within the first couple visit if you're looking for them. But they include free parking, free shows, fireworks, dive-in movies, and Fright Fest. So you get all that.
Perfect.
Yes.
All right, call in. Let's play. Let's have some fun. 303-691-1649. Josh is in the other room quickly working through all of these calls. Who was first one in? Stacy. Hi, Stacy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, my gosh.
Hi.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Here we go.
Oh, boy. Oh, Stacy, what are you doing today?
I'm hopefully going back to bed after I ditch my children.
Got to get rid of little ones.
That's right.
Get
Yeah.
in the pillow.
Go get
Yeah.
some Z's. Do it while you can, right? Because school's out soon. Yeesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a teacher. My school finished like a week ago, so
Oh.
like 1 week apiece before they get out.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's kind of nice.
That's it. You get a little buffer period
Yeah,
before you have to actually welcome
Yeah.
them home.
A little mini
That's
vacay. Good for you, Stacy. Do you have anything lined up for the kids for the summer? Any camps or anything?
We have one of my kiddos is a gymnast, so he has like a team gymnastics camp.
Okay.
That's weird. That's exactly what I'm doing this summer, too. Which is,
Really?
that's weird.
Of course.
I
Yeah,
know.
You definitely want to do like a front tuck layout, whatever.
Yeah,
Exactly.
All day long,
He's
the
working
front
on
tuck
his
layout.
backflip.
You
Yeah.
should see me do the splits. I rock at the splits. Katy loves it when I do it.
No,
Yeah.
No.
not yet.
Yeah. I wear a little thongy thong and I do the splits. It's beautiful.
No, it's not fun. It's not fun, Stacy. I'm telling you.
I don't want to see it.
Stacy, I am going to give you a letter. The letter is W, like watermelon. W, okay? Wombat. WW. I need 5 TV shows that begin with the letter W. Go.
Who's the boss?
Oh.
I know, I'm old. Don't worry.
Just keep going.
Oh my gosh, is Wimbledon a show?
Oh, darn it. Well, you
I
got one,
know.
and it made me happy because, little Tony Danza action.
Yes, that's a good one.
Tony
Yeah.
Danza.
Little throwback.
Hey, good news. You can go back to bed here
Well,
pretty
thanks.
quick.
Yes.
I know. He was waiting to see if I won.
That's
No, I
good.
didn't win.
All right. Now go to school so mommy can go to sleep.
Yeah.
Hey, nice meeting you, Stacy. Have a good
Sweet
day.
dreams. Bye, Stacy.
Yeah, bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Very nice. We got double Sarahs on the line. This is Sarah 1. Hi, Sarah.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
You know the
Oh,
other Sarah said hi too.
I wasn't sure if I was Sarah 1 or 2.
Yeah.
You'll be 1 today. You're,
You're
Sarah
Sarah
1. So it is your son's last day of school, I see.
Yes, it is. Finally. Woo!
He's done. What's his name? Give him a shout out.
Josh. He's right here next to me.
Hi, buddy.
We know a Josh too.
Hi.
Hi, bud. So
Josh.
what grade is he going to be going into next year?
7th.
Oh, yeah, big
Oh. 7th
grade.
Is
That's
that
awesome.
like junior high, middle school?
That's middle
for you?
school.
Still middle school? Yeah.
Yeah, it's still middle school.
Yep.
6th, 7th, and 8th.
I have a son that is leaving 7th grade this year, going into 8th next year. So very similar
Oh, wow.
ages. Very similar ages. Well, good job. How was Josh's grades this year?
Not so good.
Oh, boy. Take away the screens, Mom. No more screens this summer.
Yeah, he'll lose it if I did that.
Yeah,
thing.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Then mom's going to lose it
I
too.
know.
Exactly.
All right. Well, let's play some Fast Five with you, Sarah. No help from Josh. No help.
Okay.
But
All right.
in 10 seconds, please give me five male Disney characters. Go.
My goodness. Nemo, Marlin, the genie, Aladdin, and Mickey
Uh-oh.
Mouse.
And Mickey, what did you say
Mickey
again?
Mouse.
Did she say Mickey Mouse?
She said Mickey Mouse at the
the
buzzer.
buzzer was
I said
really
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse.
the buzzer was really loud in my ears, but I think you snuck it in.
I think she did.
Can you
I mean,
can you give me a oh boy?
Oh man.
Do it. Do it.
Boy.
solid.
That one.
Sarah, that was
Sarah,
solid.
look at that. Second
You
one again
did
today. Or was that
it.
third? Was that third one or second one?
Second.
Second,
Yeah,
Sarah.
Stacy and Sarah.
I'm
today.
impressed.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
When I listen to this on the radio, I always get 4, so I'm very, very surprised I got 5.
Oh,
You
we're
nailed it,
we're
girlfriend.
very impressed with you, Sarah.
Well
Good
done.
job.
Well, you got a little something to keep your boy busy this summer because we're going to hand
Yeah.
you a pair of season passes to Elitch's. All right, Sarah?
Good job. Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah, no, good job to
yay.
you. I'm going to put you on hold, and our Josh is going to come back and tell you how to get those passes. Alrighty?
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye, Sarah.
We have Cheryl and Jennifer who held on. Let's see if they're still there. Hi, Cheryl.
Hi.
I'm sorry. She nailed it today. We got a winner, darn it.
We knew that one too.
Oh, Disney.
We'll try next time.
Who are you with right now?
I'm with my kids, Kalina and Brexton. It's our second to last day of school.
All right.
Are ready for summer.
I bet. The kids are super excited right now.
Yeah. Do you got any big
Yeah.
plans for them for this summer?
They're on the swim team, so we're just
Oh.
going to spend the summer at the pool.
Good, as you should.
Exactly.
That's where the kids love
Yeah.
to be. Right on.
Yes. Thank you so much.
You bet, Cheryl. Try again tomorrow. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
See ya.
And then Jennifer. Jennifer, did you hold on?
Yes, hi.
Hi. We got a winner, but you made the effort to call in, so I still wanted to say hi to you.
Yeah, so did my kids. So we always try to call in and we never get through. So.
Oh, darn it, of all days, right? You made it through.
Right?
All right, so give your kiddos a shout out. We love our families on this show.
I got Jeffrey, Zoe, and Eli. Hi.
Hi, you little Rugrats.
Oh, I do love
Their
that
last
Zoe
day of
name.
school.
What'd you say?
It's their last day of school.
Oh,
Today's it, huh? All right.
It's a big
Yeah.
day.
All right, kids. Well, you have fun. Go tear it up this summer, all right? Okay, Mr. Jeremy.
All right.
Jennifer, try again tomorrow, all
Bye,
right?
thank you.
All right, bye-bye. Well, that's it, y'all. That's how we play Fast Five. And yeah, we'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning with another version. And I pulled a little something up for our Throwback Throwdown since we actually talked to this dude yesterday. We had Rob Thomas on the air with us. Nice little
did.
interview. So I was like, shoot, let's throw in some Matchbox 20 this morning in honor of our little interview yesterday with Mr. RT. Here's 3 a.m. Matchbox 20 with JKJ and Denver's Mix 100. Denver's best music, Mix 100 with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh in the morning. Playing a little Rob Thomas with Matchbox 20 in honor of our little interview that we had with him yesterday. If you missed that, you can find it as a podcast. Go to mix100.com and then click the podcast link and you can listen there. I busted his chops pretty good yesterday.
Well, yeah, because your wife loves him.
She wants to be with him.
Like
She wants to be with him.
She would take a pass to go hang out with him
Yes,
for
she
a day.
would.
Yeah,
So-
and I don't blame her.
Yeah,
I
he's a
mean,
good-looking guy.
It's Rob Thomas.
Good looking guy. All right, guys, coming up at 8 o'clock today, it's Show Wants to Know. An email came in from a dude. His name is actually Thor. So we're going to read Thor's email about what he contributed as a wedding gift that never got used, and he is pissed. And he's all fired up, and he needs some advice from you guys. So we're going to dive into that with Show Wants to Know at 8 o'clock, so be ready to call in and sound off. Right now, we're going to hop into traffic. It's a mess out there. Brought to you by Lodge Casino. Ha ha! Here we are, all live and local, broadcasting out of Lone Tree, Colorado. It's JKJ. We got that YouTube feed if you want to check out what's going on in this here studio. You'll find that we all are very cold right now because the air conditioning kicked on. But you can see us shiver live. Just search Mix 100 Denver on YouTube. All brought to you by our good friends at Safeway. And make sure you have Mix 100 on all summer long because we are your station for everything awesome going on around town. It's Mix 100's All Access Summer. We're going to have the best tickets, the best events, because we are the best. That'll get fired up on Monday morning. It's Mix 100's All Access Summer. All the details can be found at mix100.com. Well, it's right around 8 o'clock, so that means our little buddy Drew sent us in his daily dad joke. This kid has taken it upon himself to send us dad jokes each and every day. And I'm taking them and putting a little production value behind them now. So here's your time to shine, Drew boy. Here's your Drew daily dad joke. Yeah!
With the delivery, Drew. He even sang it.
Oh, you can
got
tell he's a little
bad
more
blood.
fired up now. He's like,
Yeah.
let's do this. Let's bring it.
He's like, I have a segment.
Baby, she's got bad blood.
I must prepare.
That's so
Well
funny.
done, Drew. That was a good one today, buddy.
Good job, bud.
Very, very well done. So, speaking of kiddos, Katie was telling me something off the air about her daughter, Zowie, that kind of irritates her a little bit. And
Yeah.
I was giggling at this because you are such an old lady. So,
I am.
tell everyone what you were complaining about.
First of all, Zoe like Bowie. That's how we say it.
yeah,
but
it's Zoe. Spelled like Zowie.
Yeah, but like Bowie, like Zoe, like Bowie.
So what's going on?
She calls me at about 5:30 each and every day because that's when she gets off work. Right? She works at a bank, so she closes up shop about 5:30 and immediately calls her mother, which I love.
That's so sweet.
I
It's a
know
good
it's very
daughter.
sweet.
It's very
but
sweet
it's
daughter.
right when young Sheldon starts, and I
Oh.
tell her this all.
Oh,
and
my gosh.
I'm like, honey. You know, Mama's been waiting for 5 o'clock all day because there's back-to-back episodes of Young Sheldon, and we're in the point in the series where I have not seen these ones. Like, this is all new for me, and so she knows that I'm like waiting specifically for 5 o'clock to roll around. But she also, like, you know, she wants to tell me how her day was and how things are going, and we always check in with each other multiple times a day. But I am literally like, she knows at noon it's Dr. Phil,
Yep.
3 o'clock it's
Yep.
Gilmore Girls,
Perfect.
and 5 o'clock it's Young Sheldon.
You got
And
your
in between,
programs.
yeah, I got my
Honey,
programs.
don't call
my programs
My
are on
programs.
from such and such to
Honey.
such and such. Sweet baby Nana, don't call your mom. I'm when my programs are
exactly,
on.
and
This could have been a text.
Remember, I have antenna TV, so I can't
So
press
that's
pause.
thank you because I was gonna
Yeah.
acknowledge that for everybody who's like rushing to text in right now.
Yeah.
Katie doesn't have internet,
Yeah.
so she can't pause it.
I can't.
She's straight up antenna TV.
I
She's
am.
she's living in the 80s.
I'm trying to see how I'm Forrest Gumping it. Well, I've made it this far. Like that's what I'm doing with the whole internet thing. But yeah, like she knows 5:30 is a big time for me because my programs.
My programs are on, and I'm heating up my Stouffer's mac and cheese.
I know, no, and then it's funny because like I try and tell her, I'm like, honey, are you doing anything tonight? Are you busy? Can I call you back in just give me 30 minutes? I'll call you right back. Okay, fine. Like,
Oh.
are you okay though? Like, I'll miss it. Like,
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
need to talk to me? Is it an emergency? No, you can call me back. I'm like, oh, don't make me feel bad, you know. But my gosh.
You are a horrible mother.
I know.
All right.
I feel like one sometimes because I don't want to say I'm not
No,
available
but you know
for
what?
you. But also,
I don't know what to tell you when it comes to this because, you know, like I call my mom a lot when I leave the station for the day. That's my time to give her a jingle.
Yeah.
As I drive home, catch up, you know, with
Yes.
everything. And I feel like that's exactly what she's doing with you. She's got a little time. She's going to call Mama Bear,
I
see how
know.
things are going, and you're throwing it in her face saying, my Dr. Phil's on and
I
my young
know.
Sheldon.
Because then let me tell you,
Is
when
TV more important than your daughter?
when I
Katie?
try and
Right
call
now,
her
yes.
back, do you know she barely answers?
She's
And
mad at you.
like, I know
busy.
she's mad at me.
The
That's
only
what
way
I feel.
to get through to her and get back is find out when she's got something that she loves to do at like 2 PM or like a specific time, and then start calling her at that time.
at exactly that time.
Yeah.
Like, come on, get in your kitchen.
So how was the episode yesterday?
It was great.
Was it
Like
good?
that's the thing is Mandy and Georgie just found out they're pregnant, and it's just very extreme, right? Like
Yeah.
that's at the part of because Georgie is 17 and
you
he
lost
tricked
me.
Mandy. She's 29.
Oh,
Yeah, Mandy.
But he
Emily
tricked
Osment.
Emily
isn't it?
Osment, yeah. So and they
Doesn't
have a whole
matter.
spin-off, Mandy and Georgie's first marriage. So it's
They
like
do.
they like that show leads into the new show that I watch now, and so it's just
Can we
Sorry.
please, anybody listening, can we get Katy internet so
I
she can
know.
just stream this garbage
GoFundMe.
TV? Can we start a GoFundMe to let Katy get
know.
internet? She's trying to
Oh
be
my
very
gosh.
frugal right now
I am
and save,
exactly,
which is great. I'm not mad at that. I'm a huge fan of saving money, but I think it's going to come to a point here where you need internet.
Yeah, so
I don't know how long you're going to be able to do this.
I know. Well,
thing
my
I
phone
learned-
doesn't update. Like,
I know,
there's a
dude,
lot
Right.
of
The
things.
phone doesn't update. Like, I don't, Katie.
Oh,
the
there's
thing
a lot
I learned
of
about
things.
this whole thing is like I should probably call my mom more.
You
guys-
should
You
Well,
call
you-
your mom on the way home from work?
every
I
day.
do, yeah.
Yeah.
Catch
Are
up.
you not calling your mom every day, Josh?
Yeah, but you go over there and eat dinner and stuff.
I do,
so-
but she calls me a lot, and then
Oh, you need to call your mother.
I
You need to call your mother.
Oh,
hate
boy.
talking on the phone.
Oh,
With
you need
anybody.
to call your mother.
Call your mother.
I text her a
your
lot. I
mother.
send her funny gifts.
I know, but she'd probably appreciate a phone call from you. I'm just
Oh.
saying.
All right, I live
Okay.
like 10 minutes away from her. I could just go see her.
You could, but again, a phone call's nice.
What is not seeing in person better than a phone call?
Well, I'm just saying, like a phone call's nice every
It's
once
nice,
in a
buddy.
while, just
Mom,
to
I'll
reach
give you
out.
a call.
There
Call
you
your
go.
mother.
I'll call your mom.
No, no.
Anything else I want to tell you guys before we dive into Show Wants to Know? I'll give you one more thing, and then we're going to dive into this email from Thor because I found this kind of funny too. There's a university, I don't know which one, East Angola University, found that roughly 42% of people participating in this study, they found that they are comforted by the smell of pizza. You get a mood boost. You feel better about yourself and everything around you if you're smelling pizza. Do we agree with this?
If you get to eat it, yes.
I think just the smell of it
I would say
actually
just the
puts me in
smell.
a better mood too. I'm like that when I drive by like a Burger King or something and I get a
Yeah.
whiff of something going on there. I'm like, I feel pretty good right now.
I think it's one of those things that, like, for a lot of people, it's just the like instantly a childhood memory of
Yeah.
something really fun or something like
like
that.
pizza
you know?
parties.
You get the pizza and you're like, oh my gosh, I smell it. Like,
It was
that to
pizza
me-
at lunch, in school was always like,
that was
pizza
Fri-
day.
That was Friday for us.
Yeah.
Pizza day on
Yeah.
Fridays, which was awesome.
When my dad left the family, he gave us pizza first and then left the family.
Go. See, good memories.
Good memories.
You need milk with your pizza. I'm gonna go get it.
Last family. I'll be right back. I promise. I'll be right
I'm
back.
just joking. My dad didn't leave the family.
He did
Just
it. No.
goofing. All right, let's dive into Show Wants to Know. Let me play this cute little intro here. Oh, that's fun, huh? All right, so if you have an issue going on in your life, we love getting nosy and reading all your stories. You can send those to either one of our social pages is the best. Jeremy, Katy, Josh, Facebook, Jeremy, Katy, Josh on Instagram, believe it or not. And we'll sift through them, find the best ones, and then we'll throw it on the air. And then you guys can call in and sound off for Show Wants to Know and join us, help our listeners out. So this one actually came in from Thor. I'll dive right into it. He said, last year, a couple of our friends got married, and instead of a traditional registry, they went the honey fund route, where you ask for cash towards your dream honeymoon instead of getting a bunch of kitchen gadgets that you're never going to use. My wife and I were actually into the idea, and this couple made it super easy with a Venmo link. We gave a generous chunk, more than I'd normally spend, because we figured, hey, let's help them make some memories, and it felt good at the time. Thor goes on to say, now I'm ticked, or pissed, as we would say. He's pissed. He said it's been a full year, no honeymoon, no photos, nothing, literally nothing. He says, now that I think about it, they were a little vague when we asked about travel plans during the wedding. I said, hey, where are you guys going? And they said, oh, somewhere romantic. He's like, that should have been my first clue that we were about to get hustled. I talked to another friend who donated. They said the couple just didn't go. So here's his question. Where did all my money go? Did I just help him buy a new couch or remodel a bathroom, upgrade to a bigger TV? I could have bought myself something nice instead. I got scammed. He says, I'm debating on confronting them, maybe looping in a few other contributors to ask what the actual F happened to the trip. He says, I'm pretty fired up. Would you ever have the guts to ask for honeymoon receipts, JKJ? At what point does this gift become a scam? My wife is saying, let it go. We gave a gift. It's up to them to do the right thing. But I feel totally bamboozled by people I thought who were my friends. Is it petty to ask what happened to the honeymoon money or even ask for some of it back?
Ooh.
What would you guys do? I can't let this go. And then he goes on to say, please throw this up for show wants to know. And that's from Thor, who wrote in. I love this one today.
He's bringing that hammer down, huh?
Hey, like Thor, just like Thor, Katie. Oh, that's fun. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to throw up on the phone lines. 303-691-1MIX. 303-691-1649. Y'all are good at solving problems and calling this show. Phone lines are wide open. Sound off on show wants to know. Thor wrote in, he contributed to the honey fund, the honeymoon fund for the wedding, and the couple never spent the money. They never went on a honeymoon. He wants to know where it's at and if he should confront the couple. Give us some advice. 303-691-1MIX. 303-691-1649. We're excited to talk to you guys. Your calls and comments are next with JKJ. Let's jump into some traffic. Yeah, give us a jingle sound off about the dilemma that we have in front of us today. One of our listeners named Thor is writing in because he's ticked off. That's the word he used, ticked. I'm ticked. He contributed to a honey fund. A couple of friends of his getting married, and instead of asking for gifts, they opened up an account and said, hey, just contribute money to our honeymoon. He said he gave a generous chunk, more than he'd normally spend, because he figured, hey, let's help him make some memories. Well, now he's ticked because it's been a full year, no honeymoon, no photos. He says literally nothing. And they were very vague about the travel plans at the wedding. So he's like, where the heck did the money go? He's been asking a few other people that contributed, and they said, oh, they just didn't go on a honeymoon. So now he wants to confront the couple. He's going to line up some other contributors, and they're all going to join in and say, where the F is all the money? I want some receipts. He feels like he's been scammed. So what should Thor do? Sound off. Give us a call. We got full lines right now, so once somebody drops off, give us a jingle. 303-691-1MIX. 303-691-1649. I'll get you in the studios for Show Wants to Know. Audra's first up to bat. Hi, Audra. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. All right, so what do you think about Thor's situation? He's ticked off.
I think he's got some issues, and if that's what he's so worried about, then we have more issues. Like, I mean, come on.
Wouldn't you be mad if you went to a wedding and they couched it as, please contribute to our honeymoon fund? You gave a solid chunk of money, and then they never used it for a honeymoon. I kind of see where he's pissed.
No, he's crazy.
But they lied. They
didn't lie. Let's look at it this way. Maybe they wanted to go on a honeymoon and they didn't have any money for it. But then maybe they decided, you know what? We are going to be smart, new young couple, and we're going to save this money as an emergency fund or to buy a house or, a rainy day fund. I mean, I think it's a gift, and they get to choose what to do with their own money as a gift. And maybe they decided...
Or you go over there and they've got a brand new patio set out back in a fire pit, and it looks really pretty.
But that was
a gift.
It's a gift.
It was a gift. I mean, I got tons of checks from people, and nobody called me to ask me what I bought with it. I mean, it's weird.
But did you couch it as all this money was going to one particular thing, and this is what we'll use it for?
I mean,
see, that's where it's different.
I agree. However, I don't know how good of friends they are, but if they're that great of friends, then I don't see why a conversation couldn't be had more coming from a friend perspective of hey, I thought you guys were going to go on a honeymoon. What happened with that?
Yeah.
Not, hey, jerk, where's my money?
And give me some of it back.
Come on, that's not classy. You don't ask for money
He's
back.
Pissed. He's like, I want it back. I kind of want him to do it.
I think this guy, if this is the worst problem he's got in his life right now, then I mean, maybe he should be blessed with that, because I'm let's worry about some more important things. Okay.
So real quick, what am I putting your vote down for? Just to let it go, essentially?
Yeah, remember that you gave a gift. It doesn't matter what they do with it.
Perfect.
Grow up. Let's go. Let it go.
I love your call. You're sassy. You got your sassy pants on today.
Yeah, Audra.
You're
sassy. You are sassy. You can call whenever you want, sassy pants.
All right, I'll call next time. I got more opinions for you.
Okay,
perfect. We'll talk to you later, Audra. You have a great day.
All right, you too. Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right, Monique. How are you? Good morning.
I'm good, thanks.
All right. So, what are your thoughts for Mr. Thor? Because he's pretty ticked that his money is gone.
A wedding is a huge deal. So, you have to bring it. And if you're, you love them, they're your good friends, you celebrate, of course you're going to give them a big chunk of money. You can't worry about where it goes or what they do with it. It's the thought, oh, wow, they're going to be thankful forever, for
Yeah,
what
but
you
they
gave them.
couched it as, please give us money. We're going to use it to go have a honeymoon. That's what they
That's
presented
what
it to.
Right, but that's what everyone, like, you have to know, like, when you go to a wedding, though, like, so say you donate a big chunk to that, and then other people, like, usually, like, every time I go to a wedding, I'll give them money, like, a huge amount, and then bring some extra gifts. It doesn't matter what they spend it on. They're your good friends.
Damn,
You have to
Monique,
let
next
that-
time I get married, I'm going to invite you.
Hey.
My second marriage is going to be awesome because
Gifts galore.
you're going to be giving me all sorts of stuff, Monique.
All right.
All right,
right.
whatever. All right, so am I putting you in camp Let It Go?
Yes, you have to let it go.
Let
yes.
it go. You
Yeah.
are a
And then there's a
sweetheart.
gift.
We got to get to these other calls, Monique. Thank you
Oh,
so
Monique.
much for calling. We
She
really
had
appreciate
opinions
it.
too.
She was
did.
fired
I
up.
like it. We got fired
She's
up.
a she's a gift giver, you guys. Hi, Kelly.
Morning.
Boy, she was
Hey.
fired up, huh, dude? Woo.
Right?
Yeah, right.
I'm in the Let It Go camp. Thor needs to get his little plastic hammer and his man card and reorganize.
Yes,
Oh my gosh.
exactly.
I can't believe like everybody is saying let it go when it was presented to you as I am going on a trip with your money. And now it's
How
like
many-
and then there's nothing. Radio silence. And you have no idea where that money went.
How many gifts do you get and you really don't use, or you sell them or return them anyway?
Yeah,
So it's a
right.
gift.
But still, it's
It's a
it's expected at a wedding to bring a gift. When you are presented with an account that says this money is going towards a trip, and then there's no trip, I would be pretty ticked off, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if they bought a house like the previous caller said, Monica? What if they said, hey, we got enough money to maybe buy something decent instead of waste it on a honeymoon? And
Well, that's
we'll do
their
it on
problem. That's their
Yeah.
job to save up for a house. Not my. I don't want to contribute to a house.
Well, you can, but Kelly,
I got to
Thor-
contribute to my own house.
Thor seems kind of like a little bit of a control freak, doesn't he? Like he wants to then
Yeah.
decide how they're going to spend the money. I don't like that.
Let it go.
Let
You
it
gave
go.
a gift. Move on.
Yeah, get all
All right.
Elsa with it, right?
All right, boy, it's
Let it go.
Is you unanimous right now, Kelly? Kelly, we always enjoy having you on. You have a great day.
All right. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
Is anybody going to be in camp
I
that he
know.
was bamboozled? Is
I-
anybody going to say that they bamboozled the entire, not just Thor, but say the 200 guests that they had at the wedding?
I know, but
They got all this money and then used it for something else.
yeah, again, but what if they just haven't went on the honeymoon yet? I know it's been a year, but sometimes couples wait a long time. Like they try and get their finances in order.
Then he should
before
approach
they
them
do
and say,
that.
hey, where's this
But
money?
again, the control aspect of it. Like back up, Thor. You don't even know all that.
Hi, Sadie.
Good morning.
I'm trying my
Hi.
best to be devil's advocate. I'm trying to be on Thor's side, but nobody's having it today.
Yeah, I don't think anybody should be on his side.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
here we
I
go
think
again. All right, tell us.
Tell us, Sadie.
He should not ask for his money back because maybe they had an emergency situation and they had to use it for that. And I feel like it's so rude to ask them what they did with the money because it's honestly none of their business.
Yeah.
And it could be a personal thing that they just didn't want to tell anybody. And as a friend, you should trust them that they used the money wisely, even if it wasn't for a honeymoon. Maybe something else came up, and if he was a good friend, he would maybe approach them about it, but not
don't know.
ask like,
I don't know.
what did you do with my money? Because that just seems
It was
I don't know,
it was
it's just-
presented to him as a trip, and he's just checks and balances. Sadie, if you donate to like a nonprofit or an organization, you kind of want to know where that money's going towards. And
Yeah,
if
you
they
wanna make sure
Yeah,
if
but
they
it's
blow it
wedding.
on something
Different.
stupid, you want to know.
Yeah, but with it being a wedding, I think that's what makes it different, right? Like, it doesn't matter where your money went. Hopefully it went to something good, right? But you should not ask where your gift to them went because that's not a good friend
No.
to
All
do
right.
that.
I got another one in camp. Let it go, you guys. All right, Sadie,
Thank
you're
you.
you're super sweet. Have
Thanks,
a good day.
Sadie. Bye.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Nobody's gonna be on Thor's
I
side
think
today.
you could present it
I
in
have a
way,
hunch.
No, you could present in a way that's just like, hey man, like, do you ever think you're gonna like, are you going? Where are you going? Or ask that question.
Sure,
Hey, man,
obviously you can be gentle about
where
it,
you
but
going
you
on
still
your
need to
honeymoon?
you still need to go to him and be like, hey,
I would do that. I
What
would go,
up?
hey man, like, where are you going? Like, did you plan that trip yet? And then if he goes and gives you that excuse again, then you can kind of see what.
where's
he
my
did with it.
money?
I mean,
Yeah.
yes.
Give me my
yes.
money back.
Yeah.
Hi, Chad.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Well, we're super dupes. I'm not giving money to Thor's friends ever. I'll tell you that much. Never. Because they're a bunch of liars. All right, so what do you think, Chad?
Okay, so
I am in the let it go camp, but I have sort of a little
caveat
twist thing.
All right.
Yeah, so here, maybe this is just my personal opinion. I've always felt that if you're getting married and you ask for money, I think that's tacky. So I think the fact that they presented it to him in a way that explains, hey, we want to go on a honeymoon and make memories, and he contributed with that understanding, I think he has every right to be a little ticked off that is not what actually happened. I don't think he needs to go so far to ask for his money back, but I do think that I understand where he is coming from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Look at Chad being all logical.
I know you do.
This
make
is
a really,
logic.
because this is what I tell my kid. Like, you have a right to be mad. You just can't be mean, right? Like, there are two differences there. So I've been asking for the money.
That's
back.
a good point. I don't want him to be mean.
Yeah,
I don't want him to be mean.
You have
either.
every right to be mad, though. That's your feeling. That's how you feel about a situation, right? But don't lash out on people and then be like, "Where's that money that I gave?"
Well,
you,
and here's the thing, Chad. Say he was going to go into this wedding and give him $100. In his note, he says we actually contributed a little more because we figure we're going to help them make some, romantic memories. So maybe he contributed $200 then. So now he's even extra fired up because he added money to it.
Yeah.
More so than what he was originally going to give. And then boom, still no honeymoon. So he does have a right, I think, to go say, hey, where's all that money I gave you? I even gave you a little bit more for your special vacation.
Absolutely. I think if you are giving money as a friend and that is your nice gift, great. But if he was giving with the understanding that is what he was giving for, and that's not what happened, and they weren't upfront about that wasn't what was happening, I get why he is upset. I don't think I would bring it up unless he's wants to be petty or whatnot, but I personally get it.
You're kind of on my side, and I kind of like that, Chad.
Yeah. You are the one and only so far, Chad.
You're right in the middle.
You made great points. You kind of waved me a little bit
Yeah.
as far as how I'm thinking about it.
Pretty solid call, buddy.
Yeah, good job.
Very wise. You have a great day.
You guys too. Thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Jeremy, what if you do this and then you see him pull up in a range one day to your house? I mean,
Yeah,
you're
exactly. I
Like,
was
"Dude,
like,
what are you using
they got a
this
new
money
car.
for?"
Right?
Hi, Monique.
Right? Like, you kind of waved me a little bit.
Yeah.
Monique.
Hi.
I'm going to throw her on hold. She can't hear us. Her
That's a good
radio's up.
Sound of us.
Hi,
Yeah.
Denise.
Hi.
Hi, you big goof.
How
What do you
are
want to?
you?
Well, we're super dupes, first of all.
Good.
We're kind of
Well-
fired up about Thor. What are your thoughts on it?
I mean, I can see both. On one hand, I think like the last caller said, there was an intention that he thought it was going towards and it wasn't. I mean, it's kind of like giving money to a fundraiser, like a school saying we're going to get a new playground, and then they just don't. And then you wonder.
That's
So it is.
that's a
you
great
can't
example.
That
help.
is.
You can't help but wonder, there's money, but where did it go? But on the other hand, I also get that you can't make these assumptions in this scenario. You never know, maybe she got pregnant and they have to put it off, or they got a really bad health diagnosis, or it's just something crazy happened. You never know. So I think on one hand, I get it. His feelings are valid, but at the same time, you can't just assume the intention wasn't originally there.
What if they're not sick or pregnant?
Well, maybe they just didn't have enough money. That's another thing that I would assume as well. Maybe they just didn't raise enough money in that sense. And they just can't afford to do their trip right now, and maybe they'll do it down the road.
That's good.
I mean,
Then
I
again, why
didn't-
couldn't you go to Grand Junction for the weekend and say that's your honeymoon?
I mean,
Yeah,
I know people
mean,
that have gone to Wyoming for their honeymoon.
Yeah, but maybe they really are, because at my honeymoon, we didn't go until our 10-year anniversary. We did a huge trip to
Whoa.
Europe.
You put that way
So-
off.
So, I mean, yeah.
You know how
I don't know.
pissed
There's
Thor would have
different
been
people
if he had to
do
wait 10 years to see your honeymoon, Denise? He would have been so pissed.
I know. Really brought that
Really?
hammer
We're
down.
not friends anymore.
All
I mean, I
right.
get it, but I wouldn't recommend asking for your money back. That's
All
just ruining your friendship. So
Yeah.
that's
Perfect.
my thoughts.
Denise,
so.
thank you for your call. You're very sweet. And congrats on the many, many years of marriage.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
You bet. Have a good day. I think I'm so fired up about this because at my wedding, we did have a fund similar to this, and it was our furniture fund. We opened up an account at a furniture place that we had people contribute money to, and they just held the money for you for when you wanted to buy furniture. Now, you weren't obligated. You could go in and remove all that money and just take it and put it in your savings. But we said, hey, people contributed to our furniture fund, and we used it to buy an entirely brand new bedroom setup, nightstands, bed, everything, dressers, and we used it. We said what the money was going towards, and we used it for that. And I think that's why I'm kind of ticked off about this, because I feel like it's just straight up lying to all your guests if you don't use this for what you said it's used for.
You think telling them it was for furniture enticed them to give you the amount that they did? So you would have felt like you were misleading them if you didn't
If
spend
I
it
took
on
all that money
furniture.
out and not used it for furniture, and then people came to me like, what furniture did you buy? And I was like, I didn't.
Yeah, that would
I'd
make
have
you
felt
feel
like
bad.
a total jerk.
Did Thor
Okay.
give the amount again? I'm sorry. Did he give the exact
No,
amount he gave?
he didn't.
See,
He
that's
didn't.
what I want to know. I
Yeah.
want to know
It
how
was
much. Because if it's like,
$20,000.
but I'm saying if it's a significant amount.
Yeah.
Stacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the words of Queen Elsa, let it go.
Yes. I was hoping somebody did a Frozen drop.
Yeah, I
so
know.
funny.
You kind of have to, right? So that's it. Are you just dropping the mic and hanging up now?
No, I mean, for our wedding, we got a Four Seasons gift card, but it took us like 2 years to use it because you need time off. Like, you need life circumstances to line up. Like, not everyone has a cushy job that gets all the PTO. You gotta wait.
Yeah.
Sometimes life happens.
Yeah, I think after a year, though, you would at least be like having it brought up in various conversations that we're leaving soon, or we're still contributing, we're still saving, but we'll be going soon. It's like nothing. He said there's been literally nothing about a honeymoon.
Just radio silence.
Well, and maybe they feel
I
bad
don't know.
about
People
it.
are like pulling back from social media.
Yeah.
They don't want their lives on display.
What if
They
it's
don't owe any
in-person
explanation.
conversations, though? What if they are seeing them in person and nothing is being brought up about it?
Again, like other callers said, you can always like ask nicely, like, "Hey, I'm super excited for your trip. When you guys going?"
Yeah, so
Yeah.
where are you going, huh?
He's like, oh, we spent it all.
All right, Stacy, let it go. Thank you very much. Have a super day.
Thanks, Stacy.
You too. Bye.
Okay,
Bye,
bye.
Stacey.
All right, we can do Megan, Holly, and Annika. Which time do we got? Hi, Holly.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Show
Thank
Wants to
you.
Know. What are your thoughts for Mr. Thor?
I think he needs to let it go. I personally don't give money to those funds because I'm like a little selfish. I'm like, pay for your own stuff. I'll send you a toaster.
Yeah, right? I'll send you a
Jeez.
toaster. No, you're right.
You know what? I'm
Holly.
kind of
Holly.
with you. Like, why do you get to go have a fun trip on my dime? Here's a blender. Yeah.
Exactly. And if they return the toaster, I wouldn't ask them what to give with the money or ask them to give it back.
Yeah.
No,
But-
that's true.
On Thor's side, it's been a year. They should have sent out thank you cards that said, hey, we're going to do this trip in a year. Or, hey, we decided to use this money for this. Like, when I got checks for my wedding, I, sent thank you cards and, thank you, this money helped with our move. This money helped with, this.
It's because you're a decent
been a year.
human,
I was gonna
Holly.
say, yeah, you gave
These
a
people
little
are just all
donation,
around rude, I think.
which is nice.
There's no
No,
thank
I know.
yous, no updates, nothing.
Especially for money. You send a thank you card for money and be like, hey, this is what we used it for. And I agree with the last caller. Be like, hey, I'm really excited for your trip. Where are you going? What you doing?
Yeah, tell me.
Like,
Tell me
bring it
now.
up, but don't be a jerk about it. Yeah.
Is it somewhere tropical? Is it somewhere cold? Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going?
Is it Wyoming?
Yeah.
Is it Wyoming or Grand Junction? All right, Holly.
that's
We
good.
appreciate you calling in this morning. You go live your life, all right?
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right, bye.
Thanks, Holly.
All right, here's Megan. Hi, Megan.
Hello.
Hello. All right, advice for Thor. What do you got?
I think once you give something away, it's not yours anymore.
Mhm.
So him referring to it as, where's my money? Dude, it's not your money anymore. You chose to be generous. And I think it says something about him that he's regretting his generosity.
Well, is
Mhm.
it
It's not-
bad to kind of want to see the payoff though? I mean, you kind of, if you are doing this nice thing, don't you kind of want to see what they did with it? I guess even if it is home renovations or hey, we needed a car, any type of payoff.
I mean, I've never thought about that when I've given money to honeymoon funds or just funds in general.
Did you give
You
extra
just,
though,
you
like
just
Thor
kiss
did?
it goodbye.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, with friends that I'm super close with, yeah, I always give extra.
Okay.
But I never keep tabs on that.
All right.
You know, like
Megan's
is
just better
it
than
worth ruining a relationship, a friendship for?
I think it is.
To be this
Absolutely.
petty.
100%.
I'm with you, Meg.
Well,
I don't
Jeremy,
think.
that's why you only have 2 friends.
Yeah.
It's true. And honestly, it's kind of down to one
Ooh,
now.
Sick burn.
It's kind of down to one now. I'm not even lying.
That was good, Megan. Line of the
I'm sorry, I
day.
couldn't help it.
Yeah, what the hell, Megan?
That's so good.
Getting in my
I liked
kitchen here. You don't know me.
That was funny.
Oh, man. That's the best thing I'm going to do all day.
That's pretty good.
Hey!
Megan, don't ever call us again.
Yeah,
Have
no.
a good day.
I'm going to call you all the time.
No, I'm
Bye,
hanging.
Megan.
I'm
Bye.
hanging up on you, Megan.
Can't wait to
I'm
hear
hanging
from
up on
you.
you right now. Goodbye.
Bye,
Gone.
Megan. She
I
She can never
love
call
her.
again.
She is fun.
That's a pretty solid burn.
That's good.
It's a pretty solid burn. It's just because I'm good at calling BS, I think. Hi, Annika.
Hey guys.
Hey, you. So you get the final word on Show Wants to Know today.
Okay, I feel like I'm kind of in the middle camp because I agree with most everybody that's called, but I'm also kind of on Thor's side. Just in the sense of, like, if you have this understanding of, like, hey, this is where this is going, he chose to give that money for that specific reason. He could have gotten a blender or whatever, but in his mind, he's like, hey, I'm going to help them go on this honeymoon. At the same time, if they're kind of misleading people and, like, not really being honest about where that money's going, I would be kind of upset also, but I don't think I would be as petty as he's being about
Right,
it. Like, a whole year later, I kind of be like, well, hopefully it went to something good and that it was a blessing to them and move on.
So you wouldn't
Like-
drop it into any sort of casual conversation when you're around these people? You wouldn't even bring it up at all?
I probably would, kind of like, I don't remember who said it, but like kind of like a, hey, so like, do you guys have any vacations coming up? What about that honeymoon? Like,
Yeah,
I, don't, I
That's a
would bring it
dinner.
up, but not in a petty way.
Yeah.
And again, I mean, he didn't give a ton of context as to like how often they talk, like if they are really good friends.
I think you just
But-
essentially laid out everything I was going to say to recap this. Like, you should have the excuse of being annoyed and ticked off by this because of how it was couched,
Yeah.
how it was presented. But you probably shouldn't get in their kitchen over it, but drop it into casual conversation here and there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like you don't know the whole story. Just move on. It's been a year. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Annika, great last word. You have a good day. Thank you for calling us.
Thanks, guys. You too.
See you
Bye,
later.
Annika.
Those were great calls. Every
Those
single
were.
one of them except Megan. They
No,
were all
Megan.
really
Megan
good
was
this
great. I
morning.
loved it. What are you talking
Megan was
about?
great. What do you mean?
I love today's Show Wants to Know, you guys.
It was a good
Yeah.
one. I think the
I
thing
really
you need
like
to do,
this one.
you got to do the thing where you casually drop it in after some wine at dinner. There you
Exactly.
go. That's when you can
Hey,
talk
where's
about
all
it.
that
Where's
money
that
at?
money,
Yeah.
by the
Show me
way?
some receipts, you jerks. If you guys have any sort of Show Wants to Know dilemma, anything juicy going on in your life, we will gladly accept it. And if we like it, we'll read it on the air. You can send those messages to Jeremy, Katy, Josh on Facebook, Jeremy, Katy, Josh on Instagram. The fun's going to continue here in a few minutes. We're going to bring you guys a trending report. Some big things going on downtown on that new 16th Street renovation. Katie's got some big news when it comes to a bagel shop and Noodles and Company. And then I want to tell you guys about a video that I was watching yesterday that I easily watched 25 times. I could not stop watching it. We'll tell you about all that and more coming up in the trending report with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh. Let's dive into that traffic update. Denver's best music, Mix 100. Jeremy, Katy, Josh in the morning. I have a little something special for you guys. In honor of Mr. Joey Fatone teaming up with Red Lobster as their new spokesperson, I thought I'd toss in this little beauty. you'd like to see what's going on in our studios, we have a YouTube feed going. Just search Mix 100 Denver on YouTube, and boom, you're right there in the studio with us. We're broadcasting live and local. We're in Lone Tree. We're not out of state on East Coast, West Coast, nothing like that. Pretending to be here? Nah, that's not us. That's not Mix. We are Colorado people hanging out with our Colorado listeners, and we appreciate you guys so much. In fact, they gave us an award. The Colorado Broadcasters Association gave us 2 awards, Best Morning Show in Colorado and Best Radio Station Personalities. So a big hearty thank you to everybody that has us on each and every morning. We appreciate you guys. Stick around. Mix 100 is going to be part of the All Access Summer, where we have tickets to the hottest concerts and the hottest events all summer long. And that'll get fired up next week.
Oh,
it's
Monday?
the all access summer, you guys.
Wednesday.
No, it starts Monday. We'll be starting Monday.
Yeah.
Monday.
That's
right.
You tried, Katie. That's
like
okay.
I said, Katie, it starts Monday.
I was so confused.
Monday.
Well, I know that we're not.
Nope,
Monday.
it's fine.
Monday.
Let it go.
Monday
morning here at Denver's Mix 100 for the all access summer. So stick around.
I'm glad you know
for
what
that.
you're doing, because clearly over here.
That's all right. You just sit there and look pretty. It's all good. Let's dive into a trending report right now, you guys. Okay, so there was a video that I watched easily 25, 30 times yesterday. It sucked me in because I was just like, what the heck is happening? It's Tom Cruise eating popcorn.
Oh my God.
I've never seen anything like it. It was so intense. He was throwing that popcorn into his mouth like it was going to blow out the back of his head. Is there anything that this guy doesn't do that's intense? Did you guys watch it?
It's like he goes 110% in everything he does.
It
like,
was nuts.
He grabs a handful of it. Some of it falls onto his lap because he just doesn't have a good grip, and he just shovels it, like throws it into the back of his throat.
Yeah,
and
it's like he's doing curls.
Yeah.
Yes,
and
it
it's
is.
clearly something that he's being photographed. There's people surrounding him with
He's
cameras.
in the front of the theater. Like they're doing like the thank you for coming thing.
Exactly, but he is so intense with it.
Do you
You're
think
right.
he thinks
Never
he looks
seen anything
really
like it.
cool? Like, do you think he's like,
I think
cool
you know
right
he's a celebrity, he's big time. He's got to do it in some sort of special way. You know, you're not going to see him with his dainty little fingers picking up one kernel at a time.
Yeah,
but celebs are always
he's like, this is for Mission Impossible. Wham!
Celebs are always like, we're just like you. No, you can't even eat popcorn correctly,
I know.
dude.
It was insane. So I'm telling you guys, I watched it like 400 times yesterday. I said 20, it was 400 times.
Good, useful time of your day.
Oh my God. So check it out if you're on Instagram or whatever. Search up Tom Cruise eating popcorn. It exploded yesterday. Speaking of explosions, Skibbity Toilet, the movie is on the way.
What?
A Skibbity Toilet movie.
Man.
Yeah, I still don't even really know what it means.
Do you know who's directing it, Jeremy?
Yeah, Michael Bay. Transformers guy.
Is doing the Skibbity Toilet movie.
I know. It started as a silly 11-second YouTube video of a man's head sticking out of a toilet and singing, but it has since blossomed into an entire Skibbity Toilet franchise with hundreds of videos and I guess an actual plot now because they're going to be making a Skibbity Toilet movie. In a nutshell, it's about a race of singing toilet men who are at war with humanoids who have TVs, cameras, and speakers for heads. And I guess the kids are going to love it. And Mr. Transformers is going to do it. So you know it's probably going to be pretty darn good.
It's going to be gory and explosive.
And we still don't know what a Skibbity Toilet is.
Skibbity Toilet.
It's a man with his head out of the toilet.
That's
all
what
a
it
Skibbity
is.
Toilet is.
She wasn't listening again.
No,
was she?
we still don't know what it is,
I
though.
just explained it.
We still don't know what it is.
It's all right. It's all good.
That's what it is in the movie.
Okay.
But,
all right. That's fine.
You know
You're fine. It's okay. You're fine.
You know
Everything's
what?
good. Everything's great. Everything's great.
Beautiful Thursday. We're good. No
Mix
worries.
100 all access summer. Here's bad news for Josh because he's a shoe collector. Nike is planning to raise their prices on footwear, apparel, and equipment in response to the tariffs. Let's see. Apparel and equipment's going to go up by $2 to $10. Certain footwear $5 to $10, and then children's products and items under $100 will not be affected. So they're just trying to offset some of these tariffs going on, but that's fine.
They could just make their
I'm an
products in
Adidas
the
guy.
US.
They could just do that, couldn't they?
You know?
Just bring them here and make them
You'd think
here.
that'd be easier.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy Adidas anyway. I
Yeah.
like Adidas.
I like Adidas too, actually.
Me too. I'm on an Adidas kick right now.
Yeah.
Anything else I want to tell y'all? Nah, we got a buttload of local stuff. What you got over there,
We do.
Sunshine?
Well, are you paying attention? Denver.
Hold on, let me focus.
has one of
Let me
the-
turn down the music.
Let me get your full attention.
Okay, I'm
guys.
just gonna stare at you through this whole thing. Okay,
so
go.
Denver is one of the best park systems. Don't look at me like that, though. You look like you're mad at me.
Park systems,
Oh,
got
yeah,
it.
a little
Check.
bit.
Park systems,
Okay,
go.
number 10 on the list of the best park systems in the country. So it's because nearly every Denver resident lives within 10 minutes of a park.
That's
Yes,
awesome.
96%
Cool.
of people who live in Denver actually
turning this back up
are
a little.
about a 10-minute walk away from a park. And we have a lot of really great parks in the Denver metro area. Sloan's Lake, Confluence Park, Wash Park. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Number 10 on this list, again, number 1 is Washington, D.C. They also have their fair share of nice parks.
All right.
I do enjoy our parks here in Denver, too.
Lovely parks.
I do. I like
When you're not
to-
finding needles.
Yeah.
Beautiful
well,
parks.
Yeah.
They have nice bike paths, you know, like
Great bike paths.
nice to walk on, nice to bike on.
Lovely.
So yeah, we're very lucky. Very lucky. Denver also has a climbing competition coming to the downtown area. So it's set to host the International Speed Climbing World Cup coming up next Saturday and Sunday. So that is part of the new 16th Street hype. So revamping that whole area. They're going to have a lot of great stuff for families next weekend: music, art, food, shopping, spanning across that mile-long Main Street. So it should be a fun time. The
That'll be
climbing,
great.
So yeah, it's like rock climbing, and they'll just essentially bring the big things that you climb up off
The rock?
A wall?
Yeah, the walls.
It's a climbing wall, yeah.
And so yeah, like you get to watch them climb up these walls, which is pretty fascinating. Like the way they get themselves up there, and the fact that it's a speed competition, they're going to
That's
be
cool.
just
That's neat.
scrambling
It's
up the
tough.
side.
I don't
I
know if
used to-
if I was in the marketing department, I don't know if I would be like, hey, let's get people to come down here and shop by bringing in rock walls.
Yeah, but it's not necessarily for shopping.
No, it's just one of many events that they're hosting on 16th
plus you go
Street.
down there, Jerry, you see something that catches your eye as you're walking to the rock climbing
Yeah.
event, and you go, I
I
want
want
that.
to
And
buy
you head in there.
I'm going to head into Yogurt Land.
That's what they're
Oh,
hoping
yes.
you'll do. So, again, that is next Saturday and Sunday if you want to check it out. Hey, another Whataburger's opening, their 8th Colorado location, and it is still not near Denver.
That's all right. You need a salad.
Now, I eat plenty of salads, Jer, I'm telling you.
I
but
need a
that
salad, Katie.
Frozen Dr. Pepper, right? They have things like that where you
Hold
get like
up.
the...
Why is this the first I'm
What?
hearing about
Yeah,
this?
right?
What's a
What
frozen
is
Dr.
it?
Pepper?
It's
Is it like a slushy?
Yeah, it's like a Dr.
like
Pepper.
an icy?
Like a Dr. Pepper shake. What are they? The
Or do they
Whataburger has those
do-
frozen Dr. Pepper things, right,
Do
Josh?
they? I don't remember having that when I was down
Is
in
it
Texas.
Dr. Pepper with vanilla ice
Creamy
cream
vanilla
in it?
shake.
Yeah,
base-
that's what
okay,
they're
so
doing.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
frozen Dr. Pepper
Okay.
beverage.
I remember the Dr. Pepper shake. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
that's what we called it. So the frozen Dr. Pepper is the same thing. Vanilla-based shake combined with the classic Dr. Pepper flavor.
I love
Fantastic.
vanilla-based shakes.
Oh,
You
dude.
do.
It's like a cream soda essentially, but with ice cream in it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll go there now.
yeah.
That sounds good.
But
I'd
this
make
one,
the trip to
Pueblo.
spring- oh.
The new one's in Pueblo. So they've got the Whataburger right there off of Interquest. I know when I go right into Colorado Springs, they've got one. It's by the In-N-Out and the Torchy's Tacos. So they've got that one. And then they have 6 more across like Colorado Springs Monument area. And then this next one, the 8th Colorado location, is going in Pueblo. So I'd really like them to bring one up here. I mean, it'd be nice of them. I didn't realize Jim's Burger Haven used to be a Whataburger. And y'all have never been to Jim's Burger Haven, which you need
No,
to go
but
check
Katie, I
out.
looked at those burgers and they looked dang good.
You
Oh
need
my
to make
gosh.
it.
Go to McDonald's.
Yeah. No, you need to
No.
stop
Why
at
not?
Jim's
It looked
Burger
better
Haven.
than McDonald's.
Yeah,
honestly.
it is tasty. All right, Denver one step closer to getting parking minimums removed. So this is an interesting story because it really just brings into mind the fact that we're trying to get people to use the public transit, and that's what they're trying to do here. When they're building new stuff in Denver, usually, like if you have an apartment building, you need to make sure for every residence you have the ample amount of parking spaces for that. So say you have like a 40 apartment complex, you're going to need to also create 80 parking spots if you want to build that apartment complex. They do the same thing with restaurants. You know, if you have 20 people you can sit in your restaurant, you need to make sure that there's 2 parking spots for each person type of thing. So they've had to do this every time they build a new building or bring something new to the downtown Denver area. And they're like, we're kind of sick of it. Takes a long time. We don't like it. Also, again, trying to bring in that public transit thing. But it looks like they're one step closer to getting those parking minimums removed because it was voted on this week if they wanted to move it forward to the city council. And they said, yes. So now the city council's going to vote on this. And if it passes, then they're not going to have to create parking for all the buildings that they're making.
You're going to get the Uber down there.
You're going to have to because we've talked about it. Like for me driving, that's the biggest issue downtown is finding a parking spot. So it's not going to be any
My biggest issue is
easier.
turning on the wrong one-way street and going down the wrong way. That's my biggest issue.
Oh my gosh.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah. Yes.
So like I said, my biggest issue is turning on the wrong way.
Terrifying. Terrifying.
Do you know I did
Multiple
that
times.
in a massive radio station vehicle with the logo on it?
All
And it was they
right.
took an old UPS truck and pimped it out as a radio station
should do
vehicle.
that.
It was
Wow.
massive. And
We
here
should
I
do
am
that.
driving the wrong way downtown. So
Don't
many
mind
people
me.
were home. Oh my gosh, I was so embarrassed.
It's okay.
but-
I'm on the radio.
It's fine.
It's okay.
I work for the radio station. But no, you're right, Jeremy. It gets confusing with
So
the one ways,
confusing.
doesn't it? Yeah. So anyway, and then yes, call your mother. It's a bagel shop, and they're opening a food truck. So a hugely successful shop that opened a few months ago in the Central Market area. They are opening a food truck because people are like, we absolutely adore your bagels. So the new food truck is going to be off Central Park Boulevard. So they're actually known, if you look at it, Washington, D.C. is where it started, and it's bright, vibrant colors for their walls. So they have like a pink and blue bright wall in their restaurants. So they're known for their just really colorful logos.
I thought you were going to say they're bright, vibrant bagels.
No.
That's what I was thinking too.
Bright yellow bagels. That'll bring them in.
Well, they do have some tasty bagels as well. So much so that, again, they're opening this food truck and people are just so excited
I love
about
tasty
it.
bagels.
I do too.
And vanilla-based drinks.
I would have those together.
With
Jer.
Dr.
I'm a bit of a slut for an everything bagel. And
So
toasted everything bagel with some butter on it. That is money.
See, I'm a
So
cream
good.
cheese gal. Like,
No,
if you have a
Jer's,
Gotta put some
bagel,
butter
Jer's
on it.
weird. He doesn't
You
like
don't
cream
like
cheese.
cream
I've never
cheese?
been a fan of cream cheese.
It's so he one time shoved a whole everything bagel in his mouth, and I was like, "Bro, you need the cream cheese." He's like,
No, I'm going in dry.
"No, I don't like it." And I thought he was insane, but it's fine. We're
I
good.
don't know
Yeah,
how
I've never
you
been a
even
fan
do
of cream cheese. It kind of grosses me out for some reason.
That is wild.
Oh.
But toast it and put a little butter on it all day long. I even went so far as to go buy the little container of everything seasoning.
I
'Cause
have
you can
that too.
buy that, and then
That
you can
sounds
make
so
toast and then
good.
put some of that on it. You can put it on anything. Ice cream. We use it in foreplay. Whatever you want. I sprinkle it all over
Seeds
knick-knack.
everywhere.
She loves it. She loves it. We've been together forever. So
I
it's like
know.
little things like that
That's
spice
how
up
you
your
keep
relationship.
the magic going.
And then I call her my little everything bagel.
Aww.
It's pretty sweet, you
That's
guys.
cute.
It's pretty sweet.
Then you put a bunch of butter
And then
on
I
her.
slather her with butter. And then leave the room.
Yeah, oh.
Which makes it really awkward.
Yeah, right.
I just leave her laying
She's
there.
like, honey.
Nope, I got things to do.
Sorry.
Weird?
Wow.
Weird?
There was, yeah.
It's a big world out there. People are into some
exactly.
weird
I
things.
did
Weird
not
things.
did not anticipate that.
Well, there you go, guys. There's your trending report this morning with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh. Who wants a bagel?
Me.
Who wants one?
Hey.
See what's going on with traffic, dude. Denver's best music, Mix 100. Oh, with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh in the morning. Do me a solid. Go follow us on the social. Stay up to date. Everything JKJ related. You can find us by searching Jeremy, Katy, Josh on Facebook. Jeremy, Katy, Josh on Instagram. And you know what? While you're at it, go follow Mix 100 as well. It's Mix 100 Denver. So you can make sure that you stay up to date on the Mix 100 All Access Summer that starts this Monday. I've got a couple ridiculous stories that we should probably chat about just briefly. When you guys call a store or any sort of customer service, do you introduce yourself right away? Like, hi, my name is Katy, and I'm wondering how late you guys are open and if you have any toilet paper in stock.
They don't need to know who I am.
No.
There's no way.
I don't do that.
Can't say that I do that either, but there's a TikTok that's gone viral where a woman is saying that she always introduces herself on the phone when calling places, like a restaurant. Hi, this is Katy. Listen, I need to make reservations for Friday night. She says it's just a common courtesy, and you'll get better service if you offer that information up right off the bat.
I disagree.
You agree?
No, I don't think they care.
Because I feel like further in the conversation, they're going to ask you for your name
They
anyway.
and the person that's answering the phone is going to forget your name right off the bat, and then he's going to go, yeah, okay, table for two, what's your name? And you have to say it again, then you just look silly.
I also think it's almost like I'd get annoyed, like, okay, Katy.
Yeah, maybe.
I get it.
Like you're some
you
big
called.
deal.
Yeah, like how am I
Katy
supposed
is a
to know
big
who
deal,
you?
though.
Hi,
You are a
it's
big deal.
Oh, thank you. But I don't go around just broadcasting it like, hey, it's
Like,
Katy.
your license plates say BG deal, right? Big deal, if I recall.
Yeah, I think they do.
I can't pay for
Big
personalized plays. What are you talking about? No way.
Anyway, it's a big debate online. Some saying that they always introduce themselves right off the bat, and then other people saying, no, I'm not going to do that.
These
unless they ask for my name."
influencers, they think they, reinvent the wheel. Like they think they're so
Hi, I'm
cool.
Bryson. I'm
You know-
Jackson. I'm
Jackson.
Paxton.
Yes.
I'm Braxton. Listen.
Something I guess I do that is probably outdated, I don't need to do, is when I leave a message, I always say my phone number, and I say it twice, just in case they didn't hear me the phone
That
first
is old
time,
school, isn't
right?
it?
Like, you can call me back at blah, 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 blah. Again,
I
that's
kinda like
blah,
that,
blah, blah,
though.
blah, blah. Just in case. And I was
kinda
taught
like
that,
that,
in
yeah.
the beginning of my broadcasting career, that it is just polite. So
It
someone
is.
doesn't have to go back and listen to your message again
That's very
to
sweet.
get your phone number. But now everybody sees your messages
It's right
on the
there
phone.
on the phone.
They see your phone number.
That's
so
true.
And
Katy's like,
who's
hit
listening-
extension 7 and call Sarah.
Exactly.
And who's listening to voicemails? If I get any sort of
know.
voice message, I love the automatic text. It just converts it. You see, you have to
Into a
sit there
text.
and read it, and you're like, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's not
And
accurate.
delete.
You don't listen to your voicemail?
Never.
Oh,
no.
I always do. Maybe I'm
Nope,
old school too.
I never do.
That's
Like,
funny.
I just
Yeah.
read it and move on with my life.
Okay.
All right, so this is for everybody that has a doggy, which it's Colorado, so all of you do, basically. Would you say that your dog, my dog, has a better social life than you? They polled 2,000 dog owners, and almost 2/3 of them said that their dog has a more active social life than they do. Oh, that's sad for you. Over 60% said that their dog gets to hang out with its friends more than they do. Oh, like their little buddies that they see on a walk or
Little
at a
doggy
dog
dates.
park.
Yeah.
They have more friends than you. 54% said that they actually have a friend group, and you don't. Oh, that's not good. Big handful said that their dog has a best friend. This is my bestie.
Do we think they
we
do?
sniff
or
each other's butts.
do they just see another dog and they just get excited?
I feel like you would have to have a dog. You'd have to have a best friend to have a dog best friend.
Yeah.
Like it's
think.
almost like two people that are together constantly and they both have dogs.
Yeah.
So I don't get that.
Huh.
And then almost 100% of the people that replied to this survey agree that it is important for dogs to have an active social life because it makes them happier, they're less lonely, and more loving and more confident. That's a weird way to describe a dog.
But you do want your dog to be active around other dogs because it'll show you what kind of temperament it has. Like, can your dog be around small children or people who can't move
It's
out
true.
of the way fast? You know, having them interact with another dog gives you a good idea of that and whether or not they're approachable.
True story.
Or
Or you get those mean dogs.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, like,
yappers.
oh my gosh. The other day I was walking around the corner and there was one of those little Chihuahuas and it just started barking at me and I was like,
Those
Oh my
dogs are
goodness.
murder, death, kill
I
dogs.
know they're small and little, but those teeth look nasty, right? Exactly.
they're yappers.
So yeah, you just never know with dogs.
Luckily with those, you
No.
can,
punt them into
No, I
next
didn't
week.
wanna
Well,
take
Josh
it.
said it. Send your complaint mail to Josh at mix100.com. Denver's best music, Mix 100, Jeremy, Katy, Josh. That's it. We're out of things to talk about. We ran out of everything. There's nothing else.
Used all my words.
0. Oh, wait, no, I got one more story.
Oh, yay!
We'll have one more thing to talk about, then we're going to get out of here.
Scared me for a second there, Jerry.
Right?
Heads up, Big Rob is coming up next. He's got that commercial-free 90 minutes starting at 11:30, so that's exciting for you if you're listening to music there in the office. Throw on Mix 100 for goodness sakes. Anything else? I think we're done. I got to go mow. Mow my lawn. Pretty exciting little Thursday for me.
How do you mow your lawn, Jer? Because I do the crisscross.
Usually with a lawnmower.
Front yard only, though.
Usually with a lawnmower.
Okay, all right.
Most of the time.
Why you got to be like that?
Most of the time
It
with a
takes too
lawnmower.
long with the clippers, right?
Way too long.
I
used to
hope
have
you chew it
I
today.
used to have a pair of scissors, but yeah, I bumped it up to a mower.
He has had it with
I
you.
hate you so much.
He is told
I got you
to
good.
Go eat grass.
I hope
got
your
you good.
lawnmower's out of gas today.
Well, it's electric, so it'll be
Oh,
fine.
you are just the worst. The worst kind of person.
All right, here's your final story. If you guys are super bored this long Memorial Day weekend coming up, you're going to have to get yourself some spoons. You're going to need 97 of them to break a record. There's an Iranian man who has balanced 96 spoons on his body to break a Guinness World Record for the third time.
What?
He did it back in 2021. He had 85 spoons all over his body. In 2023, he bumped it up to 88. And now he's broken that record for a third time. 96 spoons stuck to his body.
Oh my gosh, this is another totally doable one.
The
we could
pictures
do this.
are
100.
ridiculous.
Yeah, easy, we
100?
could do this.
The 3-time record breaker says that he's been sticking objects to his skin since he was a child.
What does his wife think about this?
Super sticky. I don't know. It does sound like a weekend with Josh, though, doesn't it? Oh, God. Gross.
Oh, man.
That's it. We're out of here. We are JKJ. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning here at Denver's Mix 100.
Bye.